All right, everybody, what is going on? And welcome back to Mets Weekly as we are live this very moment on YouTube and on X for watch-along coverage of Mets versus Rockies, Game 35-162, the first game of this three-game set in Denver, Colorado. But before we start, make sure to subscribe for live episodes of the Mets Weekly podcast following every single regular season series. If you guguys did not check out the last edition of the Mets Weekly podcast, which was just recently live streamed and filmed, both Carson and me covered the last series the Mets played against the Anaheim Angels, where the Mets took 2 out of 3 out in Anaheim. So make sure you guys check that out if you guys haven't. For those of you watching or listening on playback and want to join the conversation in the future, make sure to turn on our post notifications to know when we go live. Make sure to follow Mets Weekly on X, TikTok. Follow us individually. The links are all down below in the description as always. But what is going on, guys? We're back for another watch along. Back for another Mets game and back for another series. And this time the Mets head out to Denver, Colorado, where they start a 3-game set in Denver. And listen, we hope that the Mets can basically Uno reverse the Colorado Rockies here and sweep them. Because if you guys recall, a couple weeks ago, or I believe a week and a half ago, the Rockies came into Citi Field and they swept the 3-game series against the New York Mets. So hopefully the Mets can do the same. They go into Coors Field and can really stomp the Colorado Rockies and take 3 wins and take 3 wins out of 3. And listen, for me, like we just talked about it on the podcast and we just finished that up. So like I said, if you guys didn't check that out, make sure you guys do that. For me, I said previewing the series that a sweep. I want a sweep, basically. The best way to put it. I said even before the road trip started that if the Mets wanted any shot of turning around their season, at minimum, they had to have a 7-2 road trip. Listen, I guess a 6-3 road trip wouldn't be terrible either, but ideally for me, I think the best case scenario would be a 7-2 road trip. So they took 2 out of 3 already against the Angels. Ideally, you want to sweep the Rockies here in Denver, and then you go to Arizona and try to take 2 out of 3 against the Diamondbacks as well, which, if you guys don't recall, also the Diamondbacks also took 2 out of 3 from the Mets at Citi Field a couple weeks ago. So, listen, well, obviously, we'll see what happens. Am I particularly confident about this game because of who's going to be the bulk pitcher today? No, I am not whatsoever. But look, the offense is going to have to step up. You're playing in arguably the most hitters-friendly ballpark in all baseball in Coors Field, obviously, because there is no... or at least there's a lot less air resistance in the air, so the ball travels a lot farther. So listen, like I said, the offense is going to have to step up, and they're going to have to hit this Rockies pitching staff, which we know already that they don't have the best bullpen staff, and you're avoiding the Rockies' best 2 pitchers. So you're going up against their 3, 4, 5 starters in the rotation. So look, like I said, for me, no excuse. Win this game, win this series, and then we will move on from there. But like I said, also, you just have to take it one game at a time. And like I also brought up before, listen, the Mets just have to win games right now. It doesn't matter if it's ugly. It doesn't matter if it's pretty. With their win-loss record as it is right now, with them being 12-22, you just got to win ball games, and you got to try to improve that win-loss record as best as you can and make up as much ground as you possibly can right now. But anyway, guys, let's now get into the starting lines for today's game. So, leading off and playing shortstop for the New York Mets, it is the left fielder, Juan Soto. Batting second and playing third base, Bo Bichette. Batting third and playing right field, MJ Melendez. Batting fourth and playing first base, Mark Vientos. Batting fifth and playing third base, Brett Beatty. Batting sixth and playing second base, Marcus Semien. Batting seventh and playing center field, Carson Bench. Batting eighth and DHing, Francisco Alvarez. And batting ninth and catching, it is Luis Torrens. And then on the mound and the opener for today's Mets game, it is Huascar Braziban. And then, of course, David Peterson will come in to pitch the bulk innings after Braziban comes out as the opener. Going over to the Rocky side of things, leading off and playing left field, Mickey Moniak. Batting second and DHing, Freeman. Batting third and playing first base, it is Rumfield. Batting fourth and catching, it is Goodman. Batting fifth and playing second base, Castro. Batting sixth and playing right field, it is Beck. Batting seventh and playing third base, it is Karros. Batting eighth and playing shortstop, Ezekiel Tovar. And batting ninth and playing center field, Brenton Doyle. And then on the mound for the Rockies, and starting for them is Tomoyuki Sugano. So, guys, yeah, like I said, got to go in there, got to win, got to sweep. But let's see what you guys are also saying in the chat. And also, I will say this before we get into the comments. and I know we briefly touched upon this on the last podcast that we did. Like I said, make sure you guys check that out. Rest in peace to John Sterling, because the baseball world today lost such a great baseball figure and such a great baseball mind. Obviously, we know John Sterling for the longest time was the radio voice of the New York Yankees. And I know we are a New York Mets channel. I know we don't get along with the Yankees a lot, but John Sterling was such an amazing baseball figure. He's such an inspiration to, play-by-play guys and broadcasters. I know, now we're doing play-by-play on the channel. Again, thank you for Carson, Andrew, and Frank for bringing us on to Mets Weekly and giving us this opportunity. But listen, I know as Met fans, we look up to guys like Gary Cohen, Howie Rose as well, who's also doing his last year in the booth as the radio guy. For any Ranger fans in here, we always looked up to Sam Rosen and guys like that. But John Sterling was such a huge baseball figure in the baseball community, and again, just a legend of the game, legendary Yankees radio play-by-play guy. So, as I said before, rest in peace to John Sterling, and condolences to the Sterling family, because, like I said, he was a legend, and the baseball world lost a great man today. So, like I said, rest in peace to him, and condolences to his family. Also, to move on to a much happier topic, May the 4th be with you to any Star Wars fans and to any, who are watching or live right now or watching on playback. I know we had a huge Star Wars discussion yesterday on the live stream, so I always appreciate that. I'm always, up for, Star Wars conversation. But yeah, anyway, because the game's about to start off in a couple minutes, let's see what you guys are saying in the chat. BBA, what is going on? No baseball tomorrow or Wednesday. Now what? Yeah, I know. I looked at the weather, and because of the snow and rain that's coming to Colorado, it doesn't look like there will be, at least tomorrow, there won't be any baseball probably. But on Wednesday, they might have the ability to do a doubleheader, because I know the rain's supposed to stop around like 12, 1 o'clock. So maybe they are able to get it a doubleheader, because I know the Mets, in terms of travel, they have to go to Arizona after that, which is not a huge, it's not a far place to travel from going from Denver to Arizona. The Rockies, I'm not sure what their next series is after this, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what they do with MLB scheduling. Maxwell, what is going on? Did you already cancel the Wednesday game? I'm definitely not expecting a game tomorrow. Yeah, Tuesday, it's tomorrow's probably not, but Wednesday, we will see what happens with that. Jim, what is going on? How bad will this get today? Hopefully it doesn't get bad, and hopefully they win, because coming off a series win against the Angels, this Mets team needs to build momentum, and like I said, they need to sweep this Rockies team. No way they get any of the next 2 days in. We will see. They should have scheduled a doubleheader for today. Again, we'll see what happens. Armand, what's going on? What's going on, Armand? No, I'm just assuming this will be a 1-game series. I'm making an ass myself. Listen, we'll see what happens with the game tomorrow. Obviously, guys, make sure you guys up to date with our notifications to see what happens with tomorrow. JS, what's going on? I think a sweep is pretty optimistic. Listen, it might be optimistic, but that's what, just for me, I'm demanding from them. So I'm demanding a sweep. If they win the series, that's cool also, but I really want to sweep. Tony, what's going on? 2 out of 3, I'm happy. Again, BBA. Listen, again, if they take 2 out of 3 and they win a series, fine. But to me, I like best case scenario, I want to sweep. That's what I want personally. Jim saying 100% of snow and winter weather the next 48 hours, 3 to 5 inches of snow tomorrow. Exactly, Jim. Ram Jam, what's going on? Let's go Mets. JS saying Moniak is a problem at course. He's the guy that the Mets need to circle, as this guy won't beat us. Yup, agreed. The baseball world is lesser for having John Sterling. And yes, rest in peace, John Sterling. And Armand saying all the love to the Sterling family. No doubleheaders. We got till Mets do his part tomorrow. What's going on, Ibby? And yes, as always, guys, like I always say, make sure you guys subscribe till Mets do his part. Bold, John Sapanaro, and Ibby, who is in the chat right now. They've been on both our watch-alongs this year. Make sure you guys check them out, because they do a fantastic Mets show every week on Wednesday nights. So, on Wednesday nights they do them. So yeah, make sure you guys check them out as also, because they do a fantastic job covering them. And Ibby's also always in our comment section, hyping up Brett Beatty and, making jokes with us. He's also a big AI content creator. So, some of the things that you might see on today's live stream, Ibby created. So, as always, thank you guys so much. And Armand, may the Schwartz be with you. Yes, for any Spaceball fans, they need to sweep. I agree, Ibby. Give me a doubleheader, saying Armand. And Friday, I might be able to join a watch along. Ooh, so there we go. Friday, and I know Friday is the first game in Denver, so it's a late night game, so I'll be able to do that. I will be on there. So they call me Artificial Ibby. So yeah, listen, Ibby. Like I said, anytime you want to jump on, just ask, because I'm always down to send you the link. I'm always happy to have guests on here. But yeah, guys, the game is about to start, so Yeah, let's now jump into the fun part. Well, hopefully it is a fun part because hopefully the Mets win. But yeah, let me just update the scoreboard now for you guys as we go in from pregame to the top of the first. And there's Tomoyuki Sugano as he's throwing his last and final warm-up pitches. And this is also, if I could just pull it up, let me get back to there. This is also, I guess Carson didn't include, but you guys saw the pitching matchup that we pulled up on the podcast. But yeah, his numbers: 2.84 ERA, a win-loss record of 3-1, 31 2/3 innings pitched. So let's see what happens. Raining now. Hopefully they get this game in too. And also, welcome back Keith Hernandez in the Mets broadcast. Obviously, we know that Keith had back surgery the last couple days, and he missed the last couple of series. So yes, welcome back Keith Hernandez into the booth. Obviously, Mets legend. Obviously, has number 17 retired, hanging in the rafters, and we all know and love him from his time in the SNY booth, along with both Gary Cohen and Ron Darling. So as always, welcome back, Keith. We love you. But yeah, guys, game is about to start. Should have started already, but for some reason we're running 2 minutes behind. But it is what it is. And also, another thing that I even forgot to mention is Juan Soto leading off. So an interesting change. Obviously, Bichette's been leading off the last couple of series, but they made the change. Juan Soto will be leading off. So, yeah, let's see how it works out. Also, the fact that I do like, and we brought this up on the podcast, but the fact that Torrens is catching today and Alvarez is DHing. So I do like that as well. But anyway, guys, here's the first pitch of the day from Tomoyuki Sugano. The first pitch is into Juan Soto, and that pitch is popped up. The third baseman, Karros, will get under it, and he will make the catch. So one pitch, one away, one out here, and we are officially underway from Denver. So not the start that we've wanted there. And now here's Bo Bichette for his first AB of the day. He's a career 300 hitter against the Rockies. He's 12 for 40 in his career with 3 home runs and 10 RBIs. Here's the first pitch to Bichette, and that pitch misses low and away for ball 1. And Bichette's also batting .243 to start the year with a .601 OPS, 2 home runs, and 15 RBIs. Also coming off a solid series out in Anaheim. The 1-0 pitch is fouled back to the seats. Count now 1-1. What do we think of Soto in the leadoff spot tonight? I mean, listen, I didn't expect him to be there. I was surprised when the lineups dropped, but listen, if it works, it works. Obviously, he popped up in his first AB, but, hopefully in his next couple ABs, he's able to do some damage. The 1-1 pitch to Bichette is fouled back into the seats again. So Sugano ahead here, 1-2. And Bichette's also a career 7 for 17 hitter with a .412 batting average and a double and a couple of home runs, or was it 3 RBIs in Coors Field. We also know that his father was a Colorado Rocky, and Bichette hits that ball, but it comes right back to Sugano. He kind of bobbles it, but he's able to recover, throw that ball to first base, and Bichette is thrown out of first base. So quick 2 outs here for Sugano on only 5 pitches. But like I said, we know that Bichette, his father, Dante Bichette, was mainly his major league career played for the Colorado Rockies. So kind of a homecoming for Bo Bichette in a way. All right, just like that with 2 outs. Now MJ Melendez will come up for the Mets. Melendez is hopefully a guy that does have a good series because obviously, like we talked about it on the podcast, that he's a pull hitter. He likes to put the ball in the air. We know that since Coors Field is a very hitters-friendly ballpark, that you'd figure that it fit well with Melendez's overall hitting profile. But he's batting .324 with 2 home runs, 6 RBIs, and a .983 OPS to start the year. And he's currently ahead in the count 1-0. The 1-0 pitch here from Sugano is fouled back at the plate as he fouls off that curveball. 1-1. Currently got 84 of you guys watching the live stream right now. So as always, guys, thank you guys so much for your support. Make sure you guys, as always, hit the like button, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell as well in the live streams. You guys are awesome, and we all appreciate your guys' support here on Mets Weekly. So thank you as always. Yeah, and yeah, until they bring in a lefty and Austin Slater has to hit because the Doze states that Slater's here to hit lefties. The 1-1 pitch here from Sagano is hit in the air, but that will go foul back into the seats. So Melendez is now behind the count 1-2. Jim saying, think the Mets pitching sucks. Tigers lose. School for 3 months. Yeah, that's a loss for the Tigers, and obviously we talked about that on the live stream that we just did, the podcast episode. All right, Sagano is set. Here's the 1-2 pitch. And swung on a miss for strike 3. Sagano is able to strike out Melendez on the up and away fastball. So just like that, 3 quick outs for Tomoyuki Sagano. We head to the bottom of the first. Game is tied 0-0, and it will be Moniak, Freeman, and Rumfield to lead off against Huascar Brazoban. And speaking of Huascar Brazoban, we have to play the song.
Took the long road higher, signed with the Rockies, bounce around the grind. Then Miami called bullpen savior in his prime. Sweeper got that nasty bike, slider got the tip. Hit a C and go yelling, step bro, help me quick. Step bro,
Step bro.
Dropping heat in the pen, yeah, he handles all the challenge from the island to Queens, wearing number 43. Dominican pride shining, setting hitters free. Step bro, twisting up the game, multi-talented warrior, forever bringing flame. Who was God, Brazil playing when the bullpen's on the line? Step bro steps in and everything's just fine.
And we also will play this.
Hola! Step Bro is here, and I'm a man of many talents!
Shout out to Eddie for creating that one. But yes, here's Huascar Brazoban. This is the second time in his career that he'll actually be an opener. He was an opener last year for the Mets. I forget which game he did open. I know there was a game. It might have been the Twin series out of Minnesota, if I'm not mistaken. But it was definitely one of those early series where Brazoban was the opener. So, and I know that start or that first inning went relatively well for him in that situation. So hopefully he can repeat the same thing here in Denver against the Rockies. First pitch misses away to Mickey Moniak, 1-0. Moniak currently has a 16-game hitting streak. The 1-0 pitch hits the bottom part of the zone with the fastball. Count now 1-1. Moniak's also batting 327 to start the year. 1-1 pitch from Brazoban. Swing and a miss. Moniak goes after that changeup low in the zone. I guess we have a Rockies fan here. Underwater levels, what's going on? Let's go Rockies. I know we're not that good. Well, you swept us, but hopefully we return the favor. The 1-2 pitch, and that cutter misses low and in for ball 2. Maxwell saying I'm still ignorant to the step bro lore. Well, basically because his name is Brazoban, and it sounds like Brazzers. 2-2 pitch, and that ball's hit on the ground. Marcus Semien up with it over to first base. One away here for the Mets at Huascar Brazoban to start the bottom of the first. Like I said, basically Brazoban sounds like Brazzers, and we have this inside joke where we call him Step Bro, which connect the dots and you see where the nickname comes from. So there you go. Gave like number 3, by the way. Thank you, Underwater Levels. Appreciate it. All right. Oh, and first pitch here to Freeman, and Brazoban hits him on the arm with that up and in fastball. So the Rockies have their first base runner of the day. And now TJ Rumfield will come up for the Rockies. Yep, got him right on the arm there. Yeah, that makes sense now. It's funny. All right. Here's the first pitch here to Rumfield, and that pitch misses low, but the umpire calls a strike, and there's no challenge there from Rumfield, so Brazelbaum's ahead on the count, 0-1. Rumfield is batting .268 with 4 home runs, 19 RBIs, and a .754 OPS to start the year. The 0-1 pitch from Brazelbaum hits the corner, but Terens makes the throw to Bichette. Probably would have been on time to get him, but unfortunately Bichette could not secure the throw. So Freeman is into second base with a successful stolen base. And now the Rockies have a man in scoring position. It was a good throw by Terens. It was just Bichette was unable to secure the throw. Kind of had it in the top of his glove, but just kind of came out. So yep. So the Rockies have a man on second base, and Brazelbaum misses with that pitch. So now it's a 2-1 count to Rumfield. The 2-1 pitch is hit in the air out to right field, but it's hit right at MJ Melendez, who makes the catch for the second out of the inning. That will be a tag up there as Freeman heads to third base, and he will get there safely. So the Mets have 2 outs here, but Freeman is able to move up to third base on the sacrifice fly. And now Goodman will come up to the plate. And yes, we touched upon this, but Underwater saying rest in peace, John Sterling. Yes, rest in peace, John Sterling, and condolences to the Sterling family. All right, here's the first pitch from Brazelbaum to Goodman, and Goodman pops that ball up shallow into the infield. Bichette underneath it. He'll make the catch. 3 away here. So Brazelbaum works around the hit by pitch there on Freeman. Was able to get to third base, but Brazelbaum with a scoreless shutout inning here. We head to the top of the second with the game still tied 0-0. It'll be Vientos, Beatty, and Semien to hit for the Mets here. So good first inning there by Brazelbaum. The dishes were successfully cleaned, as we like to put it. Technically, I forgot to put it, but with a. There we go. We'll play the short step bro clip. All right, but yeah, let's see what the offense can do here. Braves swept this team. What's going on, Daniel? Yes, they did. They just did sweep the Rockies. And Underwater saying, though, even though it's early, it doesn't look like Braves-Dodgers on a collision course. It does look like the Braves and Dodgers are on a collision course for the National League pennant. Yes, they are. Listen, they're both good teams, so yeah, I mean, listen, I'm not surprised at all by it. But yep, here is now Mark Vientos to face Tomoyuki Sagano to lead off the top of the second. Here's the first pitch from Sagano, and that pitch misses inside for ball 1. Obviously, Vientos yesterday coming off a big game yesterday where had 2 home runs and drove in 4 of the 5 Mets runs yesterday for their 5-1 win over the Angels. So let's see if that game and that momentum can carry over to the series. Obviously, we know Vientos is a power bat. We know that Coors Field is a hitter's-friendly ballpark with the altitude and less air resistance. So let's see if Vientos can have a big series here for the Mets in terms of him hitting home runs and driving in runs. But he fouls off that pitch. Count now 1-1. Oh, and actually Austin Warren's warming up, so it looks like he'll get the second inning. So it will be delayed for Peterson, which is good. Less of Peterson we see, the better. And Vientos fouls off that slider. Count now 1-2. Vientos is 7 for 22 with a .318 batting average, 4 extra base hits, and 5 RBIs in his last couple of games. The 1-2 pitch here to Vientos is hit in the air, out to left field. That ball's going to carry, and that ball will be caught at the warning track. Mickey Moniak does a good job of running down that ball. We know that, Coors Field is a little bit of a deep ballpark, and Vientos is kind of standing there at second base. I wonder what... Oh, I guess he's got confused. I thought off the bat he got that too, but maybe the wind kept that ball in, because off the bat I thought that was going to go over or at least get down. But again, Moniak, good defender and good range out in left field to make that catch and secure the first out of the inning. But now here's Brett Beatty as the second hitter of the inning. That pitch misses low and away for ball 1. Tony saying, I'm sure Hefner will start getting those arms injured. Tony saying, damn, and Maxwell saying, wind and temperature at the field is going to make it pretty hard to hit one out tonight. 1-0 pitch to Beatty. He skies that ball into left field. Moniak will try to get there, and he will to secure the catch and for the second out of the inning. So Sagano here with 2 quick outs to start the top of the second. And now Marcus Semien will come up with the bases empty and 2 outs. All right, Sagano is set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And that pitch just fouled back. That slider to the screen. Count 0-1. Semien batting .213 with a home run, 11 RBIs, and a .544 OPS to start the season. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Semien. That pitch is taken low and away for ball 1. Semien is able to lay off that cutter. JS saying Coors might play a bit farther today with the temps and the rain. Yeah, obviously it's looking like that right now because Vientos crushed that ball, but stayed in. The 1-1 pitch to Semien is again laid off as he lays off that slider low and away for ball 2. Good takes right there from Semien. All right, Sagano has his pitch and he's set. Here's the 2-1. And that pitch, again, misses low and away, but the umpire calls a strike, and Semien will not challenge that, so the count is now 2-2. Sagano obviously pitched well in his last start against the Mets, which was last year. The 2-2 pitch from Sagano misses low, full count now to Marcus Semien. Carson Bench on deck here for the Mets. The 3-2 pitch from Sagano is hit on the ground right at the second baseman. He goes to a little bit to his left, over to first. 3 outs. So the Mets, again, go down 1-2-3 as they are unable to get anything off Sagano. We head to the bottom part of the second with the game still tied 0-0, and it'll be Castro, Beck, and Karros to hit for the Rockies. And I'm assuming that Brosban was only able to, or he's only going to pitch 1 inning, and Austin Warren will come in for the bottom part of the second. But we will see. Let me see what the app is saying. Why did Brosban start? Because David Peterson sucks and he needs an opener. That's why Brosban started. Which I'm not complaining because I can't stand David Peterson. That's just me putting it the nice way. When Sagano's good, you'll see a lot of ground balls. Yep. BB obviously confirming Peterson. Maximus, what's going on? Damn, the weather hates us. And Ken saying, where's that arrogant prick Carson to tell me I'm full of shit? Carson will be joining around 6:30, Ken, so you can fight with him when he rejoins at 6:30. And yes, Austin Warren will now come into the game. So Brosban did his scoreless inning, and he is done for the day. So good job to Brosban. I guess we'll do it for the nice work. right, and this is a couple of highlights shown here. The Mets defense from their last series out in Anaheim, where they faced the Angels. There's the couple of nice plays that Benj made. Obviously, there was a nice diving play that MJ Melendez made. So yeah, hopefully the good defense will carry over into this series. Matt, are you happy with the Semien pickup? I mean, I didn't mind it when it originally happened because I was happy to move on from Nimmo. Like I said on the podcast, has Semien been the best player in the world? No. Has he exactly been like total ass? No, either. He's just been kind of mid. Again, I didn't really have a lot of expectations for Semien. I was just saying, if he could be average, I'll take that. All right, and Warren here's ahead 0-1, and he quickly gets ahead of Castro here 0-2 as he swings and misses at that slider at his feet. Yes, Ken, I know that he's batting .213, but again, I wasn't expecting him to have, the greatest of bats, but I said if he plays good defense and he's at least good with runners in scoring position, which he is this year, he's batting over .390 with runners in scoring position, I'll take that. Again, do you want to see him be better? Sure, but I don't think he's been that bad. And that's a swing and a miss there. Austin Warren gets his first strikeout of the ball game, and the first strikeout and the first out of the inning as well, as he gets Castro to strike out on that backdoor slider. Warren is good. Yeah, I mean, he's been very good, Daniel. All right, now here is the first pitch to Beck, and that fastball is able to hit the zone for strike one. Beck batting 167 with a home run, 9 RBIs, and a 469 OPS to start the year. Ken saying not looking at 300. That pitch misses away, 1-1. Is his defense worth 213? I mean, listen, is it fully worth it? No, but at this point, you take what you can get. I mean, again, I did not expect Semien to come in here and be an all-around world player. I just said if he could give you all-right offense, Beck fouls back that slider, count now 1-2, and give you really good defense, I'll take that. No, McNeil would technically be a better hitter, but Semien's defense is also much better, so they kind of even themselves out. And I know that the money is a lot, but you have to take bad contract for bad contract to get rid of Nimmo. 1-2 pitch, misses low and away for ball 2. I like his defense personally. If you don't, then that's fine, but it's all right. We're allowed to disagree, we're allowed to debate. The 2-2 pitch is hit on the ground right at Semien. Speaking of Semien, over to first base, 2 outs. So Austin Warren here with 2 quick outs to start the bottom of the second inning. So listen. I know that you're not a big Semien guy. I know you probably like Nimmo. Listen, we probably won't agree on it. It is what it is. We can debate it, but listen, we probably won't be able to agree with each other. It is what it is. We don't have to agree with everything. All right, now here's Kyle Karros up here for his first AP of the game, batting .213 to start the year. First pitch by Warren is fouled back to the seats. Fouls back that 84-mile-an-hour slider. Count now 0-1. Again, I agree Nimmo didn't play second base, but Semien wasn't the Nimmo replacement. He was the Jeff McNeil replacement. The 0-1 pitch. Fastball hits the zone for strike 2. Again, Semien replaced McNeil. It was over separate transactions. And then, obviously, Soto went to left field, so, kind of technically replaced, he replaced Nimmo, but really it was Benj that was the Nimmo replacement. Or if you want to look at it, Luis Robert was the Nimmo replacement. The 0-2 pitch misses away for ball 1. The 1-2 pitch is taken at the knees there for strike 3. Austin Warren with a very good inning of work. He gets 2 strikeouts and a ground out for a quick and easy second inning. So Good work there by Austin Warren. We head to the top of the third. Game is still tied 0-0. It'll be Benj, Alvarez, and Terens to hit for the Mets here in the top of the third. So nice, easy innings of work from both Brazaban and Austin Warren. And probably we'll see David Pearson once we get to the third inning, which hopefully the Mets score some runs here, because if not, everyone buckle up, because David Pearson at Coors Field ain't going to be a pretty sight to see. But hopefully I'm proven wrong. JS saying, I'd argue the Mets don't have that losing streak if Nemo's still on the team. He's one of those spark plug guys. They probably have won a game or two by default. Listen, maybe, but that's hypotheticals. We don't know. Listen, at the end of the day, they're gone, and it's just like Maxwell saying right here. McNeil, Alonso, Nimmo, Diaz, they're all gone. They aren't coming back, and nobody here had influence on that. We got to move forward with what we have. Again, 100% agree with that. You're okay, there we go. Underwater and Maximus just talking there. Jay saying, I get it, replacing McNeil with Semyon and all that. My issue is adding a middle infielder to a team that already had a logjam. Well, again, that's another separate issue. If you want to argue that Stearns didn't do a good enough job of unclogging the infield or the middle infield, listen, I can understand with you, and I can I get what you're saying there. But again, that's a separate topic. But again, you can be mad at David Stearns for multiple things. That is fair. I did like having McNeil's utility. I mean, he was all right, but it was time to move on. Mets were never winning with that core. 100% agree with that, Daniel. Here's the first pitch to Carson Benj, and that curveball misses outside for ball one. Benj coming off a really good series against the Angels and a really good final game of the Angels. And he's also batting 9. He's also 9 for 31 in his last couple of plate appearances. 1-0 pitch here to Benj from Sagano. And that pitch misses inside with the cutter, ball 2. But yeah, Benj is coming off a really good game against the Angels, where, of course, he had those really nice 2 defensive plays. I mean, obviously, he had that really nice diving play in the 9th inning to save Brooks Raley. He also had 2 walks yesterday and a big RBI double to give the Mets a 3-1 lead. And that pitch misses inside for ball 3. So just like that, Benj is in a really good hitter's count here. But yeah, that diving play that he made yesterday off, what was his name? Vaughn Grissom, just excellent play. Here's the 3-0 pitch to Benj, and Benj tries to bunt there, but he holds back, but that fastball's in there for strike 1. All right, here's the 3-1 pitch to Benj, and Benj hits that ball out to left field, but that ball will go into the seats foul. So Sagano fell behind the count 3-0, and now he works the count back full. All right, here's a 3-2 pitch now to Benj. And that ball's taken high and in for ball 4. So Benj works a walk here, and the Mets have their first base runner of the ball game. Very good AB from Carson Benj. And listen, we talked about Benj briefly on the podcast also, but I'm liking what I'm seeing from him his last couple of games so far. The ABs have looked a lot better. Benj showing Soto what a real leadoff hitter should do. DSB, what's going on? I haven't seen you before, so if you are new to the channel, welcome. This might be a very low-score game, maybe. All right, now here's Francisco Alvarez, who's DHing today. He takes that pitch in the strike zone for a strike. Count now 0-1. Let's see if Benj here is going to steal as he leads off from first base. Alvarez calls time. Maximus, if they didn't have Bell on the roster, who's taking over at shortstop? Vidal Brujan. Hey, brother, what's going on? Underwater, Beatty seems like a good guy, but the production is... Yeah, Beatty's not that great. All right, here's the 0-1 pitch, and that pitch misses outside for ball 1. Good take there from Alvarez. Maxwell asking, you're telling me you don't like Brett, the super utility man, Beatty? No. Ibby does, but, that's Ibby. Shout out Ibby again. And Sagano there with the throw over to check back Benj, but he's back in there safely. I'd like to get someone to fill that utility role again. That hurt more than losing McNeil. The 1-1 pitch here to Alvarez, and that pitch is fouled back as Alvarez fouls back that slider. Count now 1-2. And Benj went also, so let's see if they try to send him again. BB, of course, asking to bunt, as he always does. BBA, man, you love the bunts. They never listen to you, though. That's the problem, BBA. All right, Sagano has his pitch, and he's set with the 1-2. And that ball's hit on the ground right at the shortstop. Flips over to second base, over to first, double play. So Sagano is able to erase that leadoff walk as he induces Alvarez to hit into a ground ball double play. You'll love to see it. And now with the bases empty and 2 outs, here's Luis Torrens up to hit. I would rather have Torrens. Underwater saying, I love that squeeze play, but you rarely see it. If you ain't bunting, you ain't trying. Jay is saying, we'll see about Beatty. He's likely getting some run at third base for now, but like Mauricio, we're reaching the now or never territory. Here's the first pitch to Torrens, and that ball is hit right back to Sagano, who makes the play clean over to first base. 3 outs, so 9 up and 9 down for Tomoyuki Sagano. We head to the bottom of the third. Game still tied 0-0. It'll be Tovar, Doyle, and Moniak to hit here, and I'm assuming that David Peterson will now be coming into the game for the Mets. So everyone, strap on your seatbelts, hold on tight because I am scared for what we're about to watch. You can't hit into double play bunting. I mean, technically you could though, because if it's a hard enough bunt, you know, it could be, you know, like what's it called, like a liner bunt or something to right to the pitcher, and then you could pick off the first bases. So technically you could hit into a double play, or if it's just like I said, a really hard like hard rolling bunt, you know, the pitcher could turn around, flip it to second base over to first, and you know, we know that Alvarez is like the most fastest runner, but technically you can hit into a double play if you bunt, but stop it. Boy, you don't like me going against your bunting methods. Listen, it is what it is. Beatty, Burn Toast, what's going on? Saying Beatty is the butterscotch of candy. I can't stand Alvy, never liked him, thought he was overrated garbage, looks overmatched in every single AB he's taken. Jim saying this lineup is one of the worst in baseball. And Maxwell was saying, you can't hit into double play if you aren't on the roster. Would Mendoza survive a no-hitter in Coors Field? Probably, Jim, which is the unfortunate case. But SNY right here, just paying tribute here to the late John Sterling. So like I said before, No, actually, Austin Warren's going to stay out for the bottom of the third. All right, I like the decision. Keep Pearson as far away as possible. But yeah, man, also, like I said, rest in peace to John Sterling. Condolences to his family. The baseball world lost a great. Tovar swings and misses at that outside pitch. Count now 0-2. Technically, you can hit a home run. Why? Listen, if someone hits a home run bunt, they need to be checked for steroids, or their bat is mega corked. Like, I mean, listen, if you hit a bunt for a home run, then fair play, I guess. The 0-2 pitch here from Warren. Swung on and missed for strike 3. Tovar strikes out on the up and in fastball. And Warren here has 1 out in the bottom of the third. Sterling is one of the few reasons to like the Yanks. Yeah, he was. He was a great baseball mind and just overall funny guy as well. Broadcast games from 1989 to 2019. And yeah, John Starling, 1930 to 2026. Rest in peace. First pitch by Warren here, misses outside to Doyle, 1-0. Doyle batting .213 to start the year. Inside the park bunt. I mean, listen, if you're getting inside the park home run on a bunt, then that's some shitty defense from the opposing team. The 1-0 pitch, Doyle fouls that pitch back in their seats. Count now 1-1. Got 158 of you guys watching the live stream right now. As always, thank you guys so much for your support. Make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell as well. You guys are awesome as always, so thank you guys so much. We all appreciate it here from Mets Weekly. Doyle hits a chopper. Bichette has it over to first base. Gets him in time. 2 away here. Nice play by Bo Bichette there. Had to come in on that chopper, and good fielding play and a good throw from Bichette to get the second out of the inning. Did he... Oh, hold on. He might... A close play. Will the Rockies challenge it? Because he might be safe. Let's see if they will. Nope, I guess they're not going to challenge. All right. 2 outs here. I guess it's all right to kind of let that pass because maybe you want to save your challenge for something else later in the game. But yeah, first pitch here by Ward misses away for ball 1. So Moniak up here for second AB of the day, grounded out in his first AB back in the first. The 1-0 pitch misses downstairs for ball 2. Realistically, when will the Mets win the next World? Who knows? Who knows at this point, Daniel? The 2-0 pitch from Warren, and that pitch is hit into left field, and that ball will get down. That's going to be a fair ball, so Moniak will get it to second base with a stand-up double, and the Rockies have a man in scoring position here with 2 outs. Good piece of hitting there by Moniak. All right, now Friedman will come up with a run in scoring position, and that's also the first hit of the ball game for the Rockies and the first hit of the ball game in general, because the Mets don't have one yet. All right, now here's Tyler Freeman, who was hit by a pitch and stole a base back in the first inning. Here's the first pitch by Warren. Misses outside with that fastball for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch hits the bottom part of the zone for strike 1 with that slider. Iron Crystal, what's going on? Do you think the Mets got this one? Hopefully, but we'll see what happens. The 1-1 pitch here from Warren, and that ball's hit out to right field. But what a spectacular diving play there by Carson Bench to make the final out of the inning. Wow, Carson Bench made a beautiful diving play yesterday in the series finale against the Angels out in Anaheim, and now does the same here in Denver to save a run here. Carson Bench, incredible play. This kid is just something else, man. What a play by Carson Bench. Because let me tell you, we know that the ball travels in Coors. We know that Coors Field has the biggest outfield out of any team in baseball, and Bench did a really good job to cover that ground. Got a great read on that fly ball, and he made one hell of a play there. Great play there by Bench. All right, to the top of the 4th we go. Game still tied 0-0. All right, let me update the scoreboard here for you guys. Tony's saying Benj, JS again. Maximus saying Benj is a maniac with these catches. Wow, Benj was our PCA, says Maxwell. His stick might be inconsistent, but that glove is insane. Pantries, what's going on? I've seen enough bench for MVP. I can live with this offense with that kind of outfield. I mean, to be fair, to bench his defense, his offense the last couple of games has been really good, or at least has been getting better. BB is saying, imagine Benj and Ewing in the outfield. Too bad Stearns is an asshole. Listen, give AJ Ewing time in AAA. There's no need to rush him. I know that the team has been struggling and they need wins, but we shouldn't risk Ewing's development just to bring him up here to try to spark the team. Let him get his reps in. Listen, if he's still killing it in AAA in a month or 2 months, and the Mets need him, then listen, maybe Stearns does call him up, but we'll see. All right, now back to the top of the Mets order here. Juan Soto will lead off as he'll face Sagano. First pitch to Soto, hits the zone for strike one. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Soto, and that cutter misses up and away for ball one. All right, Sagano's set with the 1-1 pitch, and Soto takes that cutter inside for ball two. Two-one pitch here to Soto, and that ball is hit to center field, but that ball won't be very deep as the center fielder is able to get under it and make the catch and secure the first out of the top of the fourth. But here's the replay there of that catch by Carson Benj. Beautiful play. Beautiful play. All right, now here's Bo Bichette for his second AB of the day. He's 0 for 1. And that pitch misses downstairs for ball one. Ready to get whooped. Ready to get whooped the rats. What's going on, Donnie? Maximus, was there any news on Polanco starting minor league? No, but I know he was hitting a couple days ago. I believe he was hitting yesterday or 2 days ago in Anaheim. That 1-0 pitch is fouled back to the seats, 1-1. Tony, once the main bats start actually hitting consistently, Benj will see different pitches to hit. Yep, that's another thing. If the other guys will start hitting, Benj will get more hittable pitches as well. Your boy Alonso got fucked the other night by the Yankees. It is what it is. Benj, Gold Glove suit. What's going on, NG? Hopefully. The 1-1 pitch to Bichette, and that ball's hit on the ground, but right to the shortstop, Tovar, who comes up with it, fires it over to first base, 2 outs. BB is saying Benj didn't hit in AAA and he's on the big league team. Ewing is hitting 500 and Stearns is like he needs more time to get the fight. I mean, listen. I don't make that. I don't make those decisions, but it is what it is. All right, now here's MJ Melendez for his second AB. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout back in the first. First pitch to Melendez is taken in the zone for strike one. Bill, what's going on? Here's the 0-1 pitch from Sagano, and that ball is hit out to left field, but not deep at all. The left fielder, Moniak, will camp under it to make the final out of the inning. So Sagano is 12, has recorded 12 straight men to what's called to start this game. So Mets still looking for the first base runner of the game. We head to the bottom of the fourth, game still tied 0-0. And it'll be Rumfield, Goodman, and Castro to hit for the Rockies here. Now I'd probably assume that Peterson's going to come into the game. But yeah, good work from like I said, obviously I'll see if I can confirm that Peterson's coming to the game. But if it is, good work from Brosbon to get the one scoreless inning, and then great work from Austin Warren as well to pitch 2 scoreless innings. Obviously, a little bit. Yep, Peterson's coming into the game now. So everyone pray. But also, good thing that, credit the bench for making that beautiful diving play to prevent the run from coming across. BBA saying no hitter with a palm pace. NG saying fuck Peterson. We want more Austin Warren hoops. He's a true ace. That he is. Maximus saying if this team sweeps at home and then no hits them, fucking hell. Jim saying I was only joking about the Mets getting no hit, but sure would be funny. Oh no, that guy. Hornet, what's going on? Hey Matt, off topic. Shocked by the ball. Yeah, I mean, listen, freaking the fact that Montreal won last night with only 9 shots on net's crazy. And then that freaking that Avs Wild game was crazy as well. Was it 9-6 the final? Yes, bro, Wallstack couldn't stop anything. And then NG saying there's a part of you where you turn the game off because Peterson is coming in. Yeah. That would be a delete the franchise. Well, yeah, getting no hit by the Rockies. All right, now here's David Peterson out of the bullpen. 30 and a third innings of work. 30 and a third innings of work for him with a 6.53 ERA and 7 appearances. Not good numbers at all. And here's the first pitch. And that ball's hit on the ground right to Bichette, who comes up with it. Hard throw to first base. So 1 pitch and 1 away here for David Peterson as TJ Rumfield is retired. All right, good start there for Peterson. Let's see if he can continue it. All right, now Hunter Goodman will come up for his second AB of the day. He was 0 for 1 with a flyout back in the first inning. First pitch, hits the top of the zone for a strike with the fastball. 0-1. Remember, this is a home. Yes, because Peterson is from Denver, or from Colorado. So yeah, it is a home game for him. Well, hopefully he pitches good. The 0-1 pitch, and that curveball just misses outside for ball 1. The 1-1 pitch to Goodman is hit on the ground, but it goes foul up the third baseline. The 1-2 pitch here from Peterson is popped back, but it will go into the seats. So count remains 1-2 here on Hunter Goodman. We're over 200 live viewers now on the Watch On 202. So as always, guys, thank you guys so much for your support. Make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell as well. We appreciate your guys' support. 1-2 pitch is again fouled back on the changeup. But yeah, like I said, guys, we always appreciate your support here. Carson, Andrew, Frank, Evan, and me. We all appreciate you guys here. Guys are awesome. And yeah, Pearson, born in Denver, Colorado. The 1-2 pitch here misses downstairs with the fastball. Count now 2-2. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And again, that changeup misses down low. So Peterson, or Goodman, as I should say, gets the count back full in his favor. And there's Noel McLean and Clay Holmes talking amongst themselves in the Mets dugout. Here's the 3-2 pitch from Peterson. Swung on and missed for strike 3. Peterson gets Goodman to strike out on the changeup low and away. So just like that, Peterson has his second out of the inning and his first strikeout of the ball game. Good pitch there by Peterson. Yep, and Berto's saying 200 likes. 200 people, 12 likes. Hit the like button, people. It's free. Yeah, come on, people. Hit that like button, man. We want to see that. The more interaction, the better. Obviously, you guys always kill it in the comment section. But yeah, guys, hit that like button. Now here's Castro up here for his second AB, and he fouls that fastball into the seats. Count 0-1. Already did. Thank you, Bill. Appreciate it. The 0-1 pitch here. Misses inside with that fastball. 1-1. Castro's 0 for 1 in this game with a strikeout back in the second inning. Peterson is into his windup, the 1-1. And that ball is hit on the ground. Beatty up with it. Hard throw over to first base. On target. Third out. Inning over. So David Peterson comes out of the bullpen and he throws a scoreless inning with a strikeout on Hunter Goodman. So we head to the top of the fifth. Game is tied 0-0. And because Beatty made the play, it will be Vientos, Beatty, and Semien to hit for the Mets here in the top of the fifth. Let's see if they could get their first. Oh, I'm sorry. The Mets do already have a base runner, but let's see if they can get their first hits of the ball game as well. Yeah, because I forgot Benj. Benj did walk, so the Mets already did have a base runner, but it got canceled out because Alvarez decided to hit into a double play. All right, let me update the scoreboard for you guys. All right, guys, I'll be right back. Give me 1 second. All right, guys, we're back here for the top of the fifth. Here's Mark Vientos to face Sagano, and Vientos skies that ball into left field. This time it will be caught at the wall. Jesus Christ. Mark Vientos with 2 deep flyouts. I thought he got that one, and it died right at the wall. Ah, Jesus Christ. Why? There's no way if he had warning track power, he will, hopefully. Jesus Christ. All right, 1 away here. And now Brett Beatty will come up to the dish. First pitch hits the bottom part of the zone for strike 1.
She wanna go viral.
Beatty is 0 for 1 in this ball game with a flyout. The 0-1 pitch here to Beatty, and that backdoor slider hits the zone. So now Sagano ahead 0-2. Mets tease, do it for Crumble Cookie Beatty. Lol, fans are saying warning track power and cores. Ken asking, do you appreciate me? Yes, Ken, we do appreciate you. Beatty skies that ball into center field. Will not be deep at all. The center fielder Doyle makes the catch. 2 away here. This is not fun. This is not fun at all. Saying why bat him lead off Soto. Not sure. Carlos Ortiz saying, what's up, Matt? What's up, Carlos? All right, here's the first pitch to Semien. That pitch misses low, and the first base umpire says he did not swing, so count 1-0. The that plate appearance is not getting you a deal with Crumble Cookie, I'll tell you that. BB saying Vientos got robbed twice by the wind. Ugh. All right, Sagano has his pitch, the 1-0, and that pitch misses outside for ball 2. This is the match. This is the furthest the Mets have gone into a game in Denver before getting a hit. Hopefully Semien does it right here. The 2-0 pitch is hit on the ground, but it's right at the center, right at the shortstop, Ezequiel Tovar over to first base. 3 outs. So Sagano again goes through 5 innings without giving up a hit. We head to the bottom part of the 5th. The game's still tied 0-0. And it'll be Beck, Karros, and Tovar to lead off, or to hit for the Rockies in the bottom part of the 5th. Yosef, what's going on? You see Yankee fans saying, let's go Yankees. Bill saying the thin air ain't thin enough. Burnto saying Mendy wanted more traffic at the top of the lineup. Soto. That's what you're saying. BB saying embarrassing. Do Yankee fans still hate Soto? No idea. Probably, but doesn't matter to me. Whatever. I don't care. Max was saying it's cold, denser air, and the wind is blowing in hard. It's not a good day in Denver for home runs. Yeah, but would be nice to get a hit. But yeah, I mean, I thought those were 2 freaking bombs off the bat of Vientos, and both stayed in. I mean, the first one I thought, like the first one I thought he got, but I thought that it could have also, kind of gone off the wall. The second one, though, I thought it was definitely gone. Like, no shot. It was staying in, and then it just died at the wall. So, it is what it is. Got to deal with it. Where's my man Carson? I should be coming in soon. I know you miss him, Ken. I know you love Carson, but he should be coming in soon. All right, now here's Peterson in here to face Jordan Beck. He's ahead of the count here, 0-1. Beck is also 0 for 1 in this ballgame with a ground out in the second inning. The 0-1 pitch is fouled back. Count now 0-2. Pantry saying, what's the point of pitching this team anything but strikes? You could pitch down the dick every time and we still would not be able to score. And Bill Measure saying Carson. I guess Bill really wants to see Carson. Here's the 0-2 pitch, and Beck fouls that curveball back into the seats. A little bit of a hanger there from Peterson. Not a great curveball from him. But yeah, I don't blame you guys for wanting Carson. Carson's great. The 0-2 pitch from Peterson. Swung on and missed for strike 3. Peterson gets Beck to strike out on the slider on the inside part of the plate. So just like that, Peterson has 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. And Maxwell saying really nice slider there from Peterson. According to StatCast, Mark Vientos fly out in the 5th would be a home run in 29 out of 30 ballparks. Nice. Carson better not be wearing the beanie. No, he will not be wearing the beanie. He will be wearing the hat when he comes on. All right, now here's Pearson to face Karros, and Karros fouls off that slider. 0-1. Bill's saying, you're the man, Matt. Thank you, Bill. I appreciate that. Appreciate all you guys, as always. Karros is 0 for 1 here with a ground out. The 0-1 pitch here, and Karros fouls back that fastball. Count now 0-2. Andrew saying that episode 10 of Mall is pure butt sex. All right, I'll have to watch. Yeah, I'll definitely watch it tonight. Episode 9 and 10 of Mall, Shadow Lord. See how season 1 ends. The 0-2 pitch from Peterson, and that changeup just misses outside for ball 1. What was that? The curveball missed outside. The 1-2 pitch from Peterson is fouled as Karros turns on that inside fastball. Maximus saying, want to say something nice about David Pearson, but don't want to jinx it. Like it's clear as Krispy Kreme chocolate. Well, if it says that, Andrew, then it has to be good. Because for you to say that it's better than Krispy Kreme glazed chocolate donuts, then it has to be like amazing. So we'll see what happens. But Beck fouls that pitch off, so count still 1-2. Maxwell saying, if we turn this season around, then Carson needs to burn that cursed beanie. I'll buy him a new one. If Pearson goes 2 scoreless innings, retire his number. The 1-2 pitch. And that pitch, again, is fouled up the third base line. Count remains 1-2. Ken saying Pearson found his calling. Bullpen. Jim saying, what was the last time 5 innings was played in a little over 1 hour in Coors Field? I don't know. Darth Jar Jar fights Yoda. Imagine. The 1-2 pitch again for Peterson. And that fastball hits the outside corner for strike 3, even though it was outside, but there will be no challenge there from Caro. So Pearson has back-to-back strikeouts to start the bottom of the 5th. I mean, Karros there should have challenged that. The Rockies haven't used the challenge at all. Actually, none of the teams have used the challenge so far, but hey, doesn't matter. We take those. 2 strikeouts here for Pearson and 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th. All right, now here's Ezekiel Tovar for second ABs over 1, and he swings and misses over that changeup. Count 0-1. Tovar struck out back in the 3rd inning. The 0-1 pitch. And Tovar skies that ball into center field. That ball's going to carry, but Benj will get underneath it to record the final out of the inning. So David Peterson again with another clean 1-2-3 inning with 2 strikeouts. We head to the top of the 6th. Game's tied 0-0 still. It will be Benj, Alvarez, and Terrence hit for the Mets. Let's see if the Mets, again, can get their first hit of the ball game. But yeah, already we're an hour in and we're into the top of the 6th. Crazy. And listen, I won't complain about a quick game as long as the Mets win. BB was saying, ball, why didn't he challenge his Maximus? Who knows, but hey, it is what it is. I'll take it. Jay saying Pearson's reliever, keep him in the bullpen. And Maximus saying 25 pitches in 2 innings for David Pearson. Crazy times. Crazy times, indeed it is. Oh, and there he is. Carson from the chat is here.
Hi, Hat Carson.
Yep, Hat Carson. No beanie. Well, Carson, I don't know if you saw this comment, but Maxwell said if we somehow turn around the season, then you need to burn your beanie, and he'll buy you a new one.
Okay. Well, I guess.
Well, Carson, hopefully you bought the luck because the Mets are still looking for their first hit in the top of the 6th.
Yeah, I've noticed.
They've had 1 base runner, that being a Benj walk. And also, did you see that diving play by Benj?
Of course I did. I was watching.
Hey, we talked about him on the podcast.
Unlike
we talked
Ken.
about him on the... Oh, yeah. Ken was asking about you, by the way, so...
I'm sure he was.
BBA saying Mr. Giggles is here. All right. Here's Sagano to face Benj.
Yay!
And that pitch misses inside for ball 1.
Party emoji. Just in time for Gelbs. Oh, thank God.
The 1-0 pitch. Benj skies that ball into right field. That ball is going to carry. That ball's going to go. It sails into the Rockies bullpen. Carson Benj with a solo home run. His 3rd of the year. And the Mets take a 1-0 lead here in the top of the 6th. That ball went out.
Well.
The 2 hard hit balls from Vientos didn't manage to escape the yard, but that pitch by Carson, or that hit by Carson Bench, managed to find its way into the Rockies bullpen. 436 feet, 104.6 mile an hour off the bat. Carson Bench is having himself a couple of days here in the major leagues. Looks like the kid has finally found his footing, or is finding his footing.
Too bad he's already been declared a bust.
All right, now here's Alvarez. He's ahead in the count 1-0, and Alvarez hits that ball into left field. That ball's going to carry, and it's going to go off the glove of Mickey Moniak. Doyle picks it up, and Alvarez will head into second base with the stand-up double.
Hey.
So just like that, the Mets had no hits through 5 innings, and just like that, 2 batters into the top of the 6th, they have back-to-back extra base hits.
They should be. Yeah, they really should bench. They really should. I agree. Damn, he does not get cheated on that swing, man. Whew.
Nope.
I guess the hat's working.
All right, now here's Luis Torrens up here with a runner in scoring position. First pitch, swings and misses to that inside breaking ball, 0-1. And there's a replay again on Benj's swing. Just timed it up beautifully. Benj, no hits, the hat is cursed. Wow, told you. About time. See you told MVP Benj. The 0-1 pitch, and Torrens now takes that ball down the first base line. That's going to get into the corner. Alvarez around third base. He'll head into score. Luis Torrens with an RBI double, and just like that, the Mets have a 2-0 lead. 3 straight extra base hits for the Mets to start at the top of the 6th after getting no hit through the first 5 innings.
Yep, that's my catcher. Rockies unraveling. You'll love to see it. All right, Peterson, now give the runs back. Well, we're playing better, guys. I don't think it was possible to play worse, though, right?
No. Now here's Juan Soto.
Half full. I don't know.
All right, now here's Juan Soto with another RBI opportunity. He's ahead in the count 1-0, and that pitch misses down low for ball 2.
Luis Torrens cashed the check today. I mean, actually, he's not getting paid until tomorrow, next year. But look at this dude, Alvarez.
And that 2-0 pitch misses downstairs for ball 3.
I mean, I know I'm not a fluent runner by any means. I'm not an athlete by any means, but dear God.
Benj, I was talking about
Gingerbread
Benj.
man in that shit.
Soto's 0 for 2 in this ball game. Bench will lead off. No, keep the way it is right now. It's working.
No, bench him tomorrow. Bench him because he can't face a
Rio
rain.
pitches Soto, and that fastball misses down low for ball 4. So Juan Soto walks, and the Mets have runners at first and second with nobody out still. Second walk, that's the Mets' second walk of the day. Obviously, Benj had the first one. Soto walks here. And Jaden Hill warming up in the bullpen for the Rockies. So Sagano was really good through the first 5 innings, and he's unraveled here in the 6th. And now the pitching coach and the translator will come out to talk to him.
Okay.
And Alvarez is playing Angry Birds in the dugout. No, I'm standing up for... Can't say that word.
Fine.
Ted, shut up. Fine. Get your chubby ass around those bases. BBA wants the bunt. My man Torrens.
I already said put up a double-digit run total in one of these games. That's all I ask. That's all I asked. So keep it rolling. Come on, Bo. Bo's been pounding the ball into the ground too much this week.
Bo. He's 0 for 2. First pitch from Sagano. That pitch misses downstairs for ball one. Good take. Hey, listen. Sagano walked Soto on 4 straight pitches out of the zone. He just threw his 5th. Take until he gives you a strike.
Yeah. I usually swing first pitch. I always think that's very, very smart.
Yeah, I know. Here's the 1-0 pitch here to Bichette. All right. That's a strike. All right, now you're free to swing, Bo.
Do the swingies.
Soto will lead the majors in walks.
Yes.
He's capable of it.
He usually does.
Yeah.
I think when it's all said and done, he will have the most walks of all time.
Because who's number 1? Bonds?
I think it's Bonds. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know if anyone's going to beat him, though, for the record for intentional walks. Bonds always got fucking intentional walked.
Yeah.
The 1-1 pitch, and Bichette hits that ball into the ground, but it won't be enough for the double play, as it was hit lightly. So, productive out there for Bichette, as the runners each move up 90 feet. So now the Mets have runners at second and third with only one away here, and MJ Melendez will come up to hit.
Mark
So,
Melendez.
Mark Melendez, yes. I meant to say Vientos, but MJ Melendez.
That was like a
I mean,
change-up he threw him.
who knows? Maybe his name is Mark John Melendez. Who knows?
Burnt toast.
All right. The Rockies will go to their bullpen here as they take out Sagano. Jaden Hill will come into pitch here. Bonds record 120 walks in the season.
Yep. Well, Soto has 908 career walks. He's not even 28 yet. And then
He has
Bonds,
900.
I think,
He has 908 walks.
908 walks.
Jesus Christ!
Bonds has 2,558. So he's what? Maybe like 40% there, and he's not even 28 years old. So he could pass him in walks. He could.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's crazy. He's not even 28, and he has 908 walks already.
Yes. He'll get his 1,000th this year.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. Get a homer and make this game over. I mean, listen, in Coors Field, the game's never over until the final out's recorded. I know the ball hasn't necessarily been flying today because of the weather and the wind, but you never know until it's over.
Does that include today's game? No, it doesn't. So he's what, 900?
909. Yes, 909.
Oh.
Sack fly. Well, Melendez is capable of hitting a sack fly because we know he likes to pull the ball in the air.
He does. I hate those hitters that pull the ball in the air, though.
Yeah, they're evil.
I like when they pound the ball into the ground to the opposite field.
Anyone who pulls the ball is anti-baseball.
Yep.
All right, now here's Jaden Hill.
That's tattooed at Citi Field. They were beating the shit out of this guy.
In 12 innings of work this season, he's a 4.50 ERA in 14 appearances. But he's set here. Here's the first pitch here to Melendez. And he swings and misses at that
thank
cutter
God they
low
didn't
and
bring
in.
in a lefty, because then MJ Melendez would have been stapled to the bench.
Melendez is 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a flyout today.
Melendez is going to be up there hacking. You just know it. Melendez.
Rockies have their infield in. The 0-1 pitch. And swing and a miss there through the 96-mile-an-hour fastball. Melendez now behind the count 0-2. Come on, MJ. Just hit it to the outfield. The 0-2 pitch from Hill. Swung on and missed for strike 3. Melendez strikes out on the changeup low. And just like that, the Rockies have 2 outs with the runners at second and third. So the Rockies will back up their infield here. And Mark Vientos will come up to the plate now. Vientos with 2 deep flyouts already in this game. But let's see if he can drive in a run here.
Come on, Schnark. Schnark Schnientos.
Here's the first pitch to Vientos. And that ball is going to roll away. But Goodman does a good enough job at blocking it to keep it in place. So the runners did not advance.
Do you guys know that Luis Torrens is faster than Bo Bichette?
Come on, Mark. 1-0 pitch. Takes it, but Vientos will... Oh, or will he? No. No, he just adjusting his helmet there. Okay, 1-1. No challenge.
Wow.
No one's used a challenge so far.
Whores.
And from both teams, no one's used a challenge.
Come on, Mark.
Come on, Mark. The 1-1 pitch. And Mark hits that ball up the middle. That's going to get down to center field for a base hit. Torrens comes around to score. Soto comes around to score. It is now 4-0 Mets. Vientos with a 2 RBI single. The Mets lead 4-0 here in the top of the 6th. So Vientos finally breaks through here. He doesn't hit the ball to Mickey Moniak, and it doesn't get caught this time. Good piece of hitting there by Vientos.
He earned that there. 2 well-struck balls to start off
Yeah.
the day. He earned that.
All right, now here's Brett Beatty up.
She wanna go viral.
With Vientos leading on first base, and Beatty's ahead here, 1-0.
Only, of course, you have to ruin my day with this guy.
1-0 pitch to Beatty, and that pitch misses outside for ball 2. Tony's saying yes, nice, swaggy V. Vientos is on fire. Mark was definitely loading up with this. Vientos is back against the Pours. Trade him now, broke the cherry. Carson may need to consider retiring the beanie and keeping the hat on. The 2-0 pitch misses. Yo, Beatty, oh my god. Dude!
Hello!
Dude, you're up. Dude, you're up
Buddy,
2 on the count.
You're
up
not
4-0.
in high school anymore. I know you've been there. You were there for a long time. You fucking idiot. Challenge it.
2-1 pitch, and Beatty fouls that pitch up the first base line. Count now 2-2.
He's such a dumbass. God.
From 2-0 to 2-2 the Brett Beatty way. The 2-2 pitch, swung on and missed for strike 3. Beatty strikes out on a fastball right down the middle. But the Mets have a big 4th inning here in the top of the 6th. Carson Bench with the home run, followed by an RBI double from Luis Torrens, and then a 2 RBI single from Mark Vientos. So the Mets cap off a 4-0 inning here. We head to the bottom of the 6th.
Yep. Good cut. Yeah, so was OJ's on Nicole Simpson.
Jesus Christ, Carson, calm down.
Sorry.
This is not Mets Weekly After Dark, okay?
Sorry. Brady tried to force the block in the triangle. Yup. Was Beatty in summer school? Probably like every year. I mean, the guy was a 19-year-old high schooler. I mean, let's do the math here because obviously Beatty can't. I usually am late, so don't worry. I usually join the middle of the game because I've got other stuff I got to work on in between. I'm the main guy here, guys. I'm the main character. That's it. Officially sick of Brett Beatty. Welcome to the club.
Was Beatty in summer school? Probably.
Every year. Every year.
All right, now Peterson's back up here for the bottom of the sixth as he gets ahead here 0-1. Tyrone Taylor's now in the game. He goes into right field to replace MJ Melendez.
Okay.
The 0-1 pitch hits the bottom part of the zone with the slider. Peterson quickly ahead here of Doyle 0-2, who was 0 for 1 in this ball game with a ground out back in the third inning. The 0-2 pitch here from Peterson. And that slider hits the strike zone for strike 3. Doyle will challenge it, but I think it won't be overturned there. I think it just caught enough of the bottom part of the zone. Well, let's see. Yep, call's confirmed, strike 3. Good pitch there by Peterson. Bill's comment. All right, now here's Mickey Moniak up here. Peterson misses upstairs for ball 1. Moniak is 1 for 2 with a double. He has the only hit for the Rockies so far. The 1-0 pitch is swung on a miss. Moniak swings and misses at that slider.
Right. Right. I'm an astronaut.
The 1-1 pitch. Moniak skies that ball, and it's going to get into the seats.
I fart glitter every time I talk. Yeah, I guess we all can make up lies.
All right.
Are we in an alternate universe where David Peterson is an ace reliever? Probably not. The defense behind him has been insane.
The 1-2 pitch, swung on a miss for strike 3. Peterson gets Moniak to strike out on the changeup, and Peterson has back-to-back strikeouts to start the bottom of the 6th.
Peterson needs an entire fucking village of Gold Glove defenders to succeed.
Hey, but you know what? I'm not gonna for his next start. They need to do the opener again.
They won't. They'll put him back in there saying, "Hey, he did great against the Rockies."
First pitch to Freeman, misses low and away with the curveball. Freeman is 0 for 1 in this ball game, and he was hit by a pitch by Stepro in the top of the in the bottom of the first.
Wow.
Stepro hit him.
Stepro couldn't aim?
No. The 1-0 pitch, curveball misses upstairs for ball 2. The 2-0 pitch, fastball clips the outside part of the corner, or clips the outside part of the zone, 2-1. The 2-1 pitch is fouled into the screen, 2-2. Come on, Peterson, put him away.
I feel you. I usually have multiple screens open while I'm doing work.
Playing Halo and listening to us, that's a combo. The 2-2 pitch hits the top of the zone. Terrence will challenge it, and I think that call will be overturned.
Terrence is walking off. He got the swag, man.
Let's see.
Bro got paid. He got the swag.
Let's
He's
see.
Right. We know he's right.
Let's see.
He's
And
right.
yes,
Of course
it
he's
is.
right.
That's strike 3. Call overturned. Luis Torrens, what a man, with that great challenge. And Peterson strikes out the side here in the bottom of the 6th. So Mets put up 4 runs for Peterson, and he honors them back with a scoreless 1-2-3 inning. And he struck out the side as well. So head to the top of the 7th. Mets lead 4-0.
Yeah. Take notes, Palvarez.
Bro, not Peter, but Torrens is just Pookie.
Pookie Torrens. That's what they call him.
He's giving.
This dude off my timeline, man. Jesus Christ. Can we call him Cy Peterson now? Sure. Let's see. Do you let him go?
I mean, he's only at like 40-something pitches, I think.
Probably you let him go another inning.
Yeah, and then you could go with, because they used Rayleigh yesterday. They used the Weaver yesterday. God, don't bring Craig Kimbrell to this game, please. Actually, no, fuck it. Use Weaver, because tomorrow they ain't playing tomorrow. It's gonna be a rain out tomorrow. They might not even get the Wednesday game either, looking at the weather.
The weather.
Yeah, tomorrow, it's snow, rain out. It says 0-1. What's going on, 0-1? Let him pitch next inning. Snow day! Yay! A snow day in May.
Yay! Aw, they're all home.
God.
Juan Mejia.
Yeah, Mejia will come in. He's a 5.87 ERA so far through 15 and a third inning of work. And here's Semien to lead off. Takes that fastball in the zone for strike 1. Semien's 0 for 2 in this ball game with 2 groundouts. The 0-1 pitch misses downstairs for ball 1. And we do have a donation here from Z Corp. Thank you, Z Corp, for the donation. New York Mets should be sold into a data center. All right, but anyway.
They should.
Thanks.
He's right. He's not wrong.
Thanks for the donation. Semien
wrong.
fouls off
Thank
that
you.
slider. 1-2. Yeah, we appreciate you. Yeah, guys,
We defy all logic. We defy all logic.
Yeah,
He's right. He's not wrong.
guys, get it. We don't ask for donations, but anytime you guys do it, we much respect it, and
They're not
thank you
required,
guys.
They're always accepted.
Yeah, the 1-2 pitch, that fastball misses upstairs. So yeah, guys, thank you guys always.
They're always accepted because we're money hungry whores.
Or money hungry. Can't say it on here. Yes. 2-2 pitch. Semien fouls that pitch back to the screen. Two-two pitch. Swung on a miss for strike 3. Semien strikes out on the inside fastball. And Mejia has the first out here in the top of the 7th.
Did he break his wrist on that swing?
Have they said if Sang is having a boy or a girl yet?
I think it's an alien.
All right, here's Carson Bench now up here for another AB. Broke the scoreless game for the Mets in his last AB with the solo home run, and he takes that pitch inside for ball 1. He also walked in his first AB. The 1-0 pitch is taken upstairs. Benj will challenge that, but I think it just caught enough of the corner. But let's see. Oh. And we have another donation here. Nope, that missed. Good eye by Benj and a good challenge. He's having a hell of a game. Z Corp again with the $9.99 donation. Data center dedicated to the great Lenny Dykstra. Thank you for your donation.
Dude, I can't wait to see what they find when they cut open that dude's brain.
2-0 pitch. Benj hits that ball on the ground. Tovar up with it over to first base. 2 outs. I guess they're showing it right on the broadcast, but I guess Bench made he closed his stance a little bit, so he's not as open. Yeah. Natural hero and family role model. Cocaine, probably. First pitch by Alvarez, and he fouls off that pitch.
Yeah,
Alvarez,
Lenny Dykstra, the player, was great. Lenny Dykstra,
the person? Not so great.
Yeah.
Alvarez had a double in his last AB.
I will say that ESPN 86 documentary of him making the sensor explode over and over again was probably the best part of it.
Yeah, he was shit-faced recording that. He was on some type of drugs. 0-1 pitch hits the zone, counting out 0-2 on Alvarez.
I love how we have an entire balloon cluster for Keith coming back.
Yeah, Keith is special. The 0-2 pitch is fouled back into the seats.
I saw on Twitter that he couldn't read the defense because his monitor was already off. Yeah, Strawberry has been, so hopefully, it works out. But
yeah, and Strawberry was someone that also dealt with his own personal, ghosts.
He at least cleaned his act
pitch,
up a little bit.
And Alvarez swings and misses for strike 3. Inning over. Mejia comes out of the bullpen as a quick 1-2-3 inning. We head to the bottom part of the 7th. Mets still lead 4-0.
Stretch time. This might be the shortest game of the year.
Yeah, I mean the first 5 innings flew by, and then the Mets had the 4-run inning.
Straw was he got his act together. Which 86 Met wasn't on something? Mookie Wilson was one.
Kevin Mitchell was clean.
I think, yeah.
Even though they
Knight
blamed
was clean.
Yeah, even though they blamed Kevin Mitchell for being a bad influence.
Yeah, that was the guy and it still fell apart. Meanwhile, he goes over to, what was it? San Diego or San Francisco and becomes an MVP. Yeah. I wonder who took over the team for that year. Carter was on. Yeah, Carter.
Yeah, Carter was a very religious guy, so he was always clean.
Yeah, Carter just got really sick.
Yeah, rest in peace to Gary. And Steve Cohen, if you are listening, probably not. Retire number 8, please. Complete the 86 core up in the what's it called, the rafters.
Put 20 up there for Kreider too.
Look up.
But
yeah, Gary Carter should have his number retired.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna put Doc and Darryl up there, because again, you're gonna put Doc and Darryl up there, and you have Keith Hernandez up there, you got to put the 2 captains and the 2 kids. Then, speaking of kids,
Not on
special. It was special because they've never gotten back to that feat.
Yeah. Well, and plus that team was just dominant too, but
unfortunately it didn't last that long.
Yeah. And Underwater was saying here that Larry Walker is his all-time, because he's a Rockies fan.
One of Darling's numbers is going up there. I don't think Darling's getting his. I think he's in the Mets Hall of Fame, but he's not going to get his number retired.
No, he's not going to get his. All right, Peterson back out here for the bottom of the 7th, and he's ahead here of TJ Rumfield 0-1. Rumfield is 0-for-2 in this game with a flyout and a ground out. The 0-1 pitch.
Oh, okay, yeah, technically.
Misses inside.
Technically.
Yeah, because he wore 15.
Yeah, okay. I get it.
And because since they don't have names on the numbers.
Yes, sure.
Yeah, so
interpret it the way you want.
The 1-1 pitch.
Anyway.
Misses outside for ball 2.
I'm pretty sure yeah.
2-1 pitch is hit on the ground right at Semien, who picks it up over to first base. One away here in the bottom of the 7th. Hunter Goodman will now come up for the Rockies.
Look at David Schneederson.
Yeah, he spent the majority of his career with the Expos, but listen, and this is true, but the saying is, anytime you win a championship in New York, no matter how long you spend here, you're automatically a hero and a legend.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you could be literally be the 26th man on the roster, and you'd still be a legend.
Speaking of
the
Ron
0-1 pitch
number,
is hit into right field, and Tyrone Taylor will make the catch. 2 outs.
Well, but speaking of Darling, I'm pretty sure the baseball program at Yale retired his number. I'm pretty sure.
I don't know. He went to Yale.
Yeah. He's a very smart guy. You can tell on the broadcast, which is why he pairs so well with Keith.
All right, now here's Willie Castro up for his third AB. Peterson misses outside with that curveball, 1-0.
Good old David Cone.
Castro's 0-for-2 with a strikeout and a ground out today. The 1-0 pitch is fouled back to the seats, 1-1.
The only hero in New York City that's a legend is the sandwich as I get from the local deli. Well, there's plenty of New York royalty through sports. Come on. Walt
The
Frazier
1-1 pitch. JT Miller. No, fucked him.
No, absolutely not. Henrik Lundqvist is New York royalty.
Hank, Messier, Roger Gilbert never won a cup. Legend in New York. Mm-hmm. Pearson ahead of your Castro 1-2. I mean, again, Wright never won a World Series and legend.
Mm-hmm.
Don Mattingly, 1-2 pitch, just hit on the ground, foul.
Yeah. Gil Hodges is another one.
Yeah.
Patrick Ewing, oh, definitely.
Oh, yeah. The 1-2 pitch is hit. That's going to get over the head of Bichette into the outfield. Soto up with it. Throws it in. It's going to keep Castro at first base. But the Rockies have their second hit of the ball game here in the bottom of the 7th.
You know Kreider's coming back to the Rangers for his jersey retirement. I'm not even going to watch it.
No. Listen.
If they put 20 up there, if they're going to do that, I'm not even going to watch the ceremony. I'm not even watching it.
Listen, I have nothing against Kreider. He was a good Ranger. It was time for him to leave, but I'm sorry he can't get his number retired.
It was been his time to leave.
First pitch from Pearson misses low and away to Beck. Beck is 0-for-2 in this game with a ground out and a strikeout.
Shalom to the
Listen. Let me tell you something. Like I said, with New York, you're a legend if you win a championship, and it doesn't matter where you're on the roster. If the Rangers won the Cup in 2024, Eric Gustafson would have been regarded as a New York hero.
Yep. Jewelry's the only thing that matters to New York fans because we don't have many of them.
Nope.
Joe Namath is royalty in New York, even though he had a very
1-1 pitch is fouled. 1-2 count now.
Namath had such a tenacious career. Should we say that? Tenacious career. But he's royalty. He got the Jets the ring. They're the only one they have.
Probably the only one they'll ever get to.
Yeah. Well, you got
Gino's going to do it.
Gino's going to do it. He's going to take you to the promised land, Mr.
1-2 pitch is fouled back. 1-2.
I really like that hire for you guys, but he's really proven me wrong. He really is looked oblivious.
We'll see.
Yeah, the thing is that Gretzky's seen as more of a legend somewhere else.
I don't know, man. Gretzky's the 1-2 pitch is fouled up the third base. I don't know. Gretzky still came in here in his final because he spent his last years in his career, and I think his first and his second year he was point per game, and then his last year was just under point per game. So he still put up numbers.
Yep. That's the same thing that fucking Crosby's going to be doing for the next 10 years.
The 1-2 pitch here from Peterson is fouled away again.
When will that fucker retire, bro? It's when?
Crosby?
When will he decline? When will he decline?
I don't know.
He doesn't age.
Come on, Peterson, put away
We
Beck.
have anybody to answer to him, but it's like, I mean, we have Miko, of course. Do I really hate the Pens that much? No, but it's just like
The 1-2 pitch misses downstairs, ball 2.
I don't hate the Pens as much as I like.
No, I can't stand the Pens. I have nothing against Crosby. He's a great player.
I hate the Flyers or maybe the Islanders or.
I hate the Penguins more than the Flyers. 2-2 pitch misses inside, full count, not a Beck.
The only reason why I don't like Philly as much is because of the dickheads that would injure us constantly.
Crosby's like LeBron. Yeah, longevity.
Love the Pens. I don't hate the Rangers as much as the Flyers. The Flyers are just like this.
3-2 pitch, and that ball skied into center field. Benj will get under, and he falls! And it's going to get down into center field. And Castro will come around to score. The Rockies get a run on the board here. And Beck will head to third base. Let's see how they score this, because will they score a triple or? But Benj, I guess, did not get a good read on that ball.
You know what I think happened?
His ass.
You know what I think happened? I think he tripped over his cap. What the hell just happened? More proof that Peterson needs perfect defense to succeed. Jesus Christ, what the hell just happened?
Yeah, they ruled it a triple. So.
Okay, well, I don't think he was getting to it anyway.
Yeah, I mean, where it was placed, he probably wasn't getting to it, but.
His cleat broke. His cleat broke. I don't know if it. I mean, he's still out there. Yeah, go out and tell Peterson, hey, you're fine. Turf monster guy. At least he's okay. That's all that matters.
Yeah, at least he didn't get hurt.
That's been our luck so far.
All right, come on. Carroll's now up here. He's 0 for 2. Come on.
Benj will get benched for that, right? He'll be the guy that gets the accountability, right?
Yeah. Come on, Peterson. Come on, you pitched good today. Just get through this.
You can smell
Carroll's...
the Peterson implosion. If he does not get this batter right here, then take him out.
Yeah. He's ahead of Carroll's here 0-1.
Schneederson.
The 0-1 pitch. Foul back to the seats. Peterson now ahead 0-2. The 0-2 pitch is fouled back again by Karros. Come on, David. The 0-2 pitch. Fouled away again. So Pearson having a tough time trying to record the final out of the bottom of the 7th. The 0-2 pitch again from Peterson. And that ball's fouled down the third baseline.
Oh my God, Beatty!
You wanna go viral?
Did you see that?
I did. Flyers up 2-0 on the Hurricanes.
Whoa. What now?
Drysdale and Couturier. The 0-2 pitch. Fouled back again.
I'd be impressed
Yeah.
if the Flyers took one of these games. It really would be.
Tommy's saying 2 goals in less than 30 seconds.
Wow. I'm gonna guess they were both on breakaways because it's Carolina.
Maximus saying, let's go Whalers.
Bring back the Whalers, bro. Bring them back.
The 0-2 pitch. And that ball's hit into the outfield. That's going to get down for a base hit. Carroll's here with an RBI single. And the Rockies cut the lead down to 4-2.
Take him out now. Take him out. Wake up, Doze. Karros coming through. Son of Eric Karros. Watch the Ducks win the cup. Dude, if I have to watch Jacob Trouba and Chris Kreider raise a cup, I'm not going to be like emotional or anything. I'm just going to punch a hole in my wall.
I can deal with Kreider winning a cup if I see Trouba lifting
I mean,
a
they're
cup.
not winning because Quenneville's an idiot, but...
Peterson misses outside to Tovar 1-0. God, I have a bad
Ducks are,
feeling.
I think the Abs have the West. I think the Abs have the West. Unless Vegas
1-0
brings up a
pitch.
big
Peterson
score.
with the pickoff, but Karros. I don't know. Radiance asked, how do we go with the 2 runs? Well, it was 2 outs. Castro hit a single. Oh, no, sorry, it was 1 out. Castro hit a single. He then retired Beck. No, hold on. Yeah. Castro got a 2-out single. Beck ended up hitting a triple. Bench fell, but it wouldn't have mattered. Pearson again with a pickoff, but he's back in
It would have
safely.
been a double instead of the triple.
Yeah, it would have been a double. And then Karros just hit it an RBI single, 4-2.
Do I just not like homegrown players in general? I mean, to be honest, it's more of just an identity of actual player development that makes me mad. Like when you see a constant pattern of these guys having the same types of tendencies. It's not particularly them, but also the fan base can be
The
very,
1-0
very
pitch.
annoying with that.
Swing and a miss there on the changeup. Count now 1-1. Oh my fucking God, Mendoza. I'm going to kick the shit out of you.
He's hilarious, bro. This guy's literally cosplaying as a manager every night. It's crazy.
The 1-1 pitch misses outside for ball 2. I just...
He's just an idiot. I can't.
Dose! Dose!
Dose! It's going to be against the top of the order, too.
2-1 pitch misses outside.
Off, David. You suck, dude. You're fucking terrible. Bro thought he was going to tease me with this outing. Like, get out of here, man.
God, Jesus Christ. 3-1 pitch. And he skies that ball into right field. Not deep at all. Taylor will get underneath it. Third and final out of the inning. But the Rockies do get 2 runs here on a couple of RBI hits. We head to the top of the 8th. The Mets lead 4-2.
Fuck David Peterson. The run would have scored anyway. It would have been a double instead of a triple.
Yeah, the run would have scored anyway.
Let's see if... Let me... Hold on.
I'll be right back.
Because it was 2 outs. They were in 2-out mode anyway, so he would have scored. Let's see. Yeah, it was a barrel. Hit probability is 73%. Yeah, the run was going to score anyway. I think Benj catches that if he falls down. I don't think he would. I don't think he would have. Rest in peace, John Sterling. Yes, rest in peace to the great John Sterling. Hall of Fame talent in the booth. If Mania comes out, I'm going to vomit all over my living room. Worse, it's going to be Kimbrel. What's up, guys? Newbie here. Quick question: how come sometimes a ROE doesn't count as a base hit? I'm not sure what you mean by. Not sure what you mean by that. ROE. I feel like I'm missing something. Dude, they actually are fucking gonna put Kimbrel into this game. This is unbelievable.
All right, Carolina just scored 2-1 now. Nikolai Ehlers with his first goal of the playoffs on the power play.
Here comes Lina. This is Carolina's like biggest gift of a path to the finals.
I mean, Buffalo and Montreal are...
Buffalo's good. Montreal's tough. But like...
It's probably their easiest since...
Yeah, it's like the... What the hell just happened? It's like the...
Terren's down in the count here, 0-2.
Carolina turning into the Bills. I think they already are the Bills. They seem to have the correct guys running the show.
The 0-2 pitch, and that's strike 3. Terren strikes out looking on the fastball against Mejia. I want the Canes to lose, as I don't like Brindamore or Keandre.
Does Keandre even get that much ice time on that team anymore?
Yeah, he does. Guy? I think so. He's a power. Yeah, he's their top power play guy.
Good luck.
All right, now here's Soto up here. He's 0 for 2 in this ball game, and he walked also. First pitch sweeper hits the back door. 0-1.
I fully agree that the Rangers player development is a joke, but Keandre Miller is not the guy in. Like, he just sucks. He's just a bum.
The 0-1 pitch misses downstairs for ball 1.
Like, at best, that guy's like a less than a half a point per game defenseman. No giggling hockey or Star Wars talk in here. All right, well, let's talk about global warming then. Come on, Soto.
1-1 pitch misses away. Oh, sorry, I guess just we're not talking about anything.
Run on an error doesn't count because... Oh, okay. ROE is run on error. Okay. A fielder's mistake. Well, that becomes unearned because, again, that base runner was recorded because of an error and not anything of the
1-2 pitch, foul
nature,
off.
Basically. Yeah.
It's going on 2-5.
The run only counts if it's a hit, a walk, or a hit by pitch. That only counts as an earned run. Speaking of Miller.
1-2 pitch. Swung on a miss for strike 3. Soto strikes out on the low and away pitch. 2 outs here in the top of the 8th.
He's always looking for me. He's sexually attracted to me.
Ken is an individual, let's put it that way.
Yeah.
All right, now here's Bo Bichette. He's 0 for 3 in this ball game. Strike 1. Bichette has 3 ground outs today.
Lift the ball, Bo. Come on.
The 0-1 pitch. Bichette fouls that fastball back. 0-2. The 0-2 pitch, and that pitch freezes Bichette on the outside part of the plate. Strike 3. And just like that, he has a clean inning out of the bullpen. We head to the bottom of the 8th. Mets up 4-2. It'll be Doyle, Moniak, and Freeman to hit for the Rockies.
Reach on an error doesn't count as a base hit. But Beck scores though. He got credit. Yeah, he gets credit with the runs scored. But I don't think it was an error though.
No, it wasn't called it wasn't called an error.
Triple. It's subjective judgment for how if they rule it a base hit or an error. Sometimes they change things. Sometimes they're like, oh, this play, like 5 days later, we're ruling it a hit and not an error.
You guys ever play BL Treyarch? I don't really play Call of Duty anymore.
No.
I haven't played Call of Duty
Basic bitch.
I haven't played Call of Duty in like 6 years.
Oh my god.
I do like sim racing and stuff, or like I play like sports or like I'm a big Assassin's Creed guy as well.
Oh yeah, this fucking guy's in.
Craig Kimbrell's now at the pitch. So, yeah.
If you were to ask me which pitcher makes your nipples sweat, it would be this guy.
Carson, look who's here.
Who?
Look in the chat.
Oh. Is that Ken from the chat?
It is.
Let's see. Peterson didn't walk anyone.
226 of you guys watching right now. As always, thank you guys for your support. Make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell. As always, you guys are awesome.
Unfortunately, everybody is here to see Ken, so here he is.
Look at the Rocky Mountains.
I can't. Yeah. Would it be a crime to just bring Brett Beatty up there and just strand him there? Would it be a crime? It wouldn't be a crime if I mentioned it, right?
First pitch, swung out and missed. Kimbrell ahead here 0-1. It would be actually Edward Julian will pinch hit here for Brenton Doyle. He's 3 for 8 this year against the Mets. The 0-1 pitch, backdoor slider misses for ball 1. Julian batting .276 so far this year.
That dude struck out the side. I didn't even realize.
Yeah, he did. The 1-1 pitch from Kimbrell is popped up. Soto will go after it, but he'll make the catch. I don't know why the camera panned like it was going to go out of play, but sure.
We all
Soto
know
makes
I did that.
Soto makes the catch. 1 out here.
We all know why I did that.
Oh, yep. And tomorrow, the NHL draft lottery.
Woot, woot.
So we'll see who gets the number 1 overall pick, and we'll also see where the Rangers pick. Not that it matters, but all right, Mickey Moniak now up here for his 4th ABs, 1 for 3 with a double.
Who will the Rangers
First pitch
touch inappropriately?
First pitch misses down low for ball 1. Are the Rangers they have the 3rd best odds to get the number 1 pick, but listen, they got the number 1 pick 6 years ago, and that turned into Alexis Lafreniere. So
Alexis Lafreniere.
And he's still developing. The 1-0 pitch is hit down the right field line. That's going to be a base hit for Mickey Moniak. That's going to be Moniak's 2nd double of the ball game. Will he turn and try to head for 3rd? And he will get in there. Back that shit. Okay, thank God. Ball got away from Beatty, but Kimbrell was able to back up that play. So Moniak has a 1-out triple here in the bottom of the 8th. Fucking Mendoza, dude. Not gonna play tomorrow, but hey, let's use Craig Kimbrell instead of Luke Weaver or, Devin Williams or possibly Brooks Raley on back-to-back days. Why do that? All right, now here's Freeman up. First pitch, misses outside with the ball. 1-0.
AJ Minter.
Where are
you. Big boom.
Corners are in, but the middle infield is back. 1-0 pitch. Swung on a miss by Freeman. Swings through that 91-mile-an-hour fastball.
He's throwing 91.
No, Weaver didn't pitch the second game of the Angels series. He only pitched the first and the third.
Dude, I'm so... Why is he...
1-1 pitch.
Here?
Misses outside for ball 2. Torrens will challenge. I don't think that got any part of the plate, so I think that call's going to stand.
I love how I'm just making this shit up about Kimbrell, right?
Yep, that misses outside. So call's confirmed. Ball 2. If they lose this ball game, it's all Mendoza.
No, it's on the replay guy. No, it's on Benj. It's Benj's fault.
2-1 pitch. Swung on a miss.
There you go.
Freeman swings through that 93-mile-an-hour fastball.
Bro, dude's fucking 40 years old, got a ponytail. Grow the fuck up.
Kimbrell with the 2-2 pitch. And Freeman fouls that 92-mile-an-hour fastball back. Count remains 2-2. Devin Williams warming up in the Mets bullpen.
Now you're going to use him for 4 outs?
Carson, you know who we're talking about, right?
Yeah, I do. Cue it.
But before, the 2-2 pitch, fouled back. We are talking about...
Doze!
Again, shout out Ibby for that. Kimbrell eats corn the long way. The 2-2 pitch misses upstairs for ball 3. Full count to Freeman.
I hate him. I hate him. I hate him.
The full count pitch to Freeman is fouled back to the seats again. Kimbrell started prohibition with Frank, says Ibby. Isn't there a Simpsons clip of McBain shouting Mendoza? I don't know. He likes his hair yanked. The 3-2 pitch to Freeman. And it hits the bottom part of the corner. Strike 3. Freeman will challenge that, but that's not going to get overturned. Kimbrell's going to get Freeman on the strikeout.
All right, he's faced 3 hitters. Get him out of here.
Yep, strike 3. Confirmed. 2 outs away here.
He's faced 3 hitters. Get him out of here.
And now Rumfield will come up. They're going to let him continue.
Yep. You cannot have.
Doze!
First pitch to Rumfield is skied into left field. Not deep at all. Soto will get underneath it. 3 outs. So Kimbrell is able...
Devin Williams go 4 outs, so...
Kimbrell is able to work around the 1-out triple by Mickey Moniak. We head to the top of the 9th. The Mets lead it 4-2.
All right, now take him out of the game and beat him with hammers. Dose!
Nice. Will the Does pull him out? Classic Does. Wow, damn, wasted triple. Yup, but good thing it's a wasted triple. Maxwell saying he got the job done. Can't be mad about that if we're going to turn this around. Guys have to perform. True, but Kimbrel shouldn't have been even in that spot in the first place. But, hey, listen. He got the job done, so good for him, I guess.
Rose is a genius. Right, Dakota?
Yeah. NG saying, yeah, keep that lucky hat on. No way Kimbrel just escaped that. I hope Mendoza stays so I could see the Does. Sand clapping.
I mean, we'll probably keep it. No, even if he does get, we'll probably keep it.
Yeah. No, it'd be funny if, like, somehow if the Mets turn their season around and Mendoza's still here by the time we get to Beltron weekend, we go down and play him the video.
Does. I mean, we gotta hack the scoreboard system to play it. It's the only way to do it.
Yeah, anyone in here? Is anyone in here a hacker or knows how to hack? Hack the audio system so we could play Step Bro and Left-Handed Patriot. Mendy is known to watch Mets content.
I'm sure he does. I don't really know what he does, to be honest.
All right, Kimbrel getting high fives there from his teammate in the dugout.
How am I still in the league?
Maximus saying, I used to use a universal remote in high school, pissed teachers off. All right, now here's Tyrone Taylor up here. I believe this is his first AB of the day since coming in for MJ Melendez. Yeah, it is. So he's facing Brennan Bernardino, who's coming in out of the bullpen. Has a 2.03 ERA in 15 appearances. Misses with the pitch 1-0, and he misses inside 2-0 to Taylor.
Oh?
All right, so Moniak moves to center field. Willie Castro into left field. Julian at the second base, and like I said, Bernardino on the mound. 2-0 pitch to Taylor. And Taylor skies that ball into the outfield, but not deep at all. Moniak will camp underneath it. One away. So now Mark Vientos will come up for his fourth AB of the night.
Swaggy.
We just need to catfish the Mets audio guy and get him to play during the game. All right, here's Mark Vientos. And he hits that ball. Oh, what a catch. What a snag there by the second baseman, Julian, to rob Mark Vientos of another hit.
Wow.
So Vientos has been robbed of 2 home runs, and he got snagged there. All right, 2 outs, 2 away here for the Mets in the top of the ninth. And Brett Beatty will come up.
She wanna go viral.
Moaning on the track.
Damn, what a leap and what a snag. First pitch to Beatty is skied into the seats.
Another
1-0.
inside pitch taken to the opposite field.
0-1. Beatty's over 3 in this game with 2 flats and a strikeout. No, Ibby's definitely excited for this at-bat.
Well, he should be. He's our best hitter.
Vientos is seeing basketballs. Speaking of basketballs, the Knicks and Sixers kick off their series today.
Yes,
0-1
they
pitch.
do. Fuck Embiid.
Misses inside for ball 1.
Fuck Embiid chance from the tip, boys.
All right, and Devin Williams is warming up, so he will get the bottom of the ninth to try to close out this game. The 1-1 pitch misses away for ball 2.
That would have been funny if he swung at that. That would have been hilarious. What the fuck was that?
All right, 2-1 pitch to Beatty, and that hits the top of the zone. but the umpire goes to the ball, so 3-1.
Of course, supremacy. Speaking of,
3-1 pitch, fouled back, full count to Beatty. Full count to Beatty is hit on the ground, right to the first baseman, who takes the ball to the bag. 3 outs. We head to the bottom of the ninth. Mets still lead 4-2, and Devin Williams look to close it out as he'll face Goodman, Castro, and Beck.
of course. Fucking middle sinker, of course, bro. This dude sucks. He actually sucks mega balls, bro. All right.
Okay, a-hole pucker time. Devin Williams is on the mound. Energy saying Beatty literally does nothing, bro.
He does things. I'm sure he's a swell fella. But he sucks. He's a terrible player.
Beatty show up there with a golf club. What's going on, Robert? Please get this W, hopefully. Holy cow, you're about to win your 13th game.
Lucky number 13.
Gotta start somewhere, right?
Devin Williams is in. No filter, no shame.
All right, here's Devin Williams trying to close out this ball game. In 10 innings of work this year, is a 7.20 ERA in 12 appearances. He's 3 for 4 in save opportunities.
Opponent OPS 917.
All right. Here he goes. The first pitch is in there for strike 1. All right. It'll be, like I said, it'll be Goodman, Castro, and Beck here in the bottom of the ninth. Goodman is 0 for 3 with 2 flouts and a strikeout. The 0-1 pitch is skied in the air, not deep at all. Soto will call off Benj, and he'll make the catch. 1 away here in the bottom of the ninth. All right. Now, Willie Castro will come up. Castro is 1 for 3 in this ball game with a single, and he scored a run. First pitch to Castro. Misses inside for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch is skied into center field. Benj won't trip this time. He'll get under it. He'll make the catch. 2 away here in the bottom of the ninth. And now Beck will come up as the Astros' last out. Benj this time decided to step over. Oh, nope, it will be Troy Johnston actually to pinch hit here for Beck. So Johnston is not 3 for 21, 321 batting average, 2 home runs, 16 RBIs this year. He is the last out here for the Rockies.
This Benj kid just doesn't have it, you know. We should just get rid of him.
First pitch to Johnston. Swing and a miss. Johnston swings over that changeup. Williams ahead here, 0-1.
Woot woot.
Come on, Dev. Let's go.
Dev the Lev.
The 0-1 pitch here from Williams. Swung on a miss for strike 2. Williams gets him with the 94-mile-an-hour fastball, and now the Rockies are down to their final strike of the ball game.
Woot woot.
Come on, Dev. Get him ready with the
Dev
changeup.
Lev.
Williams has his pitch. The 0-2. And he fouls back that fastball into the seats.
Looks like a cutter. I look like a
Cutter. Come on, Dev. Let's go. One more. The 0-2 pitch. Swing on a miss for strike 3. Torrens will apply the tag. Williams strikes out Goodman, and that's your ball game. Put it in the books, as Howie Rose says it. The Mets start off this 3-game road trip in Colorado with a win. Obviously, we'll see if they play tomorrow with the weather. Probably not, but right now the Mets are 3-1 on the road trip as they took 2 out of 3 in Anaheim. They take the opener here in Colorado. So a good start to the Mets road trip. They get excellent work from their bullpen, a decent outing from David Peterson out of the bullpen, and a huge offensive explosion in the 6th inning, a solo home run from Carson Bench, an RBI double from Luis Torrens, and Mark Vientos again with another huge hit, a 2 RBI single. The Mets put up 4 runs in that inning, and they didn't look back here. So Mets win. Devin Williams closes it out, and that's your ball game, folks. Craig Kimbrell also with the scoreless inning, and good work by Luke Weaver and Brazoban as well to open up the game. But yeah, guys, that's it. So Mets, they're 2-game win streak now. So it's something. They're now 13-22. And yeah, guys, so we'll be right back. As always, we'll set up the post game. We'll take a 9-minute break. And we will see you guys in a second. So we'll be back. All right, everybody, we are back live on YouTube and on X for post-game coverage of Mets versus Rockies. Game 35 of 162, the first game of this 3-game set out in Denver, Colorado. But first and foremost, make sure to subscribe for live episodes of the Mets Weekly Podcast following every single regular season series. If you guys did not check out the last edition of the Mets Weekly Podcast, both Carson and I filmed it and recorded it today right before the first game of this Rocky series. We broke down the Mets series win over the LA Angels out in Anaheim. For those of you watching on playback and want to join the conversation in the future, make sure to turn on post notifications to not miss when we go live for the next game. Tomorrow's game is supposed to be scheduled for 8:40, but with the weather looking the way it is tomorrow, with there being snow and rain in Denver, I don't think they're going to play tomorrow. So maybe Wednesday they do a doubleheader, but even then, Wednesday, the weather's still not looking great either, so I don't know what's going to happen for the rest of the series, but make sure you guys are updated on the notifications. Make sure you guys are also updated on our notifications as well, as we'll post out reminders on either our Twitter notifications or either through X/Twitter, whatever you guys like. So keep an eye out for that, but somehow magically, if the game is going to go ahead tomorrow, game's at 8:40, we would be live 10 minutes earlier at 8:30. But like I said, make sure you guys just are constantly on the lookout for any updates or notifications. Also, make sure to follow Mets Wiki on X, TikTok, follow us individually. The links are all down below in the description. But guys, they did it. They won, what's it called? They took the opener of today's series. They have a 2-game win streak. And so far, 3-1 are on this road trip. So, listen, right now, like I said, good start to the road trip. Ideally, like what I said before on the podcast and for the intro of today's game, I wanted to see them, what's it called? I wanted to see them, what's it called? What's the word that I'm looking for? I want to see them have a minimum 7-2 road trip. Obviously, we don't know what's going to happen with the upcoming games and with the inclement weather. But, obviously, we'll find out what happens, but so far the Mets are on a good track on at least for this road trip. I mean, listen, not the most prettiest game, not the most entertaining game either, because I know for the first 5 innings of this game there was just no offense at all. I think combined both the Mets and Rockies had 2 base runners. There was a walk from Carson Bench, and then there was a double from Mickey Moniak, and I believe what was the 3rd inning off of Austin Warren, who was pitching out that time. So, like I said, the first 5 innings went very quickly. There was not a lot of entertaining action. Obviously, Brosban started off the game for the Mets out of the he was the opener for the Mets out of the bullpen. Austin Warren then came in for 2 innings. He pitched 2 scoreless innings, and then obviously David Pearson ended up pitching the 3rd, 4th, and 5th, and the 6th and the 7th inning for the Mets. But I mean, yeah, pretty much like I said, for the first 5 innings, there was nothing going, but then the top of the 6th inning, that's where the offense started to get going. And listen, the Mets offense, they start to cook in the top of the 6th inning, because Carson Bench, who had an incredible game today, and we'll get onto more Carson Bench in a second, but he led off the inning with a solo home run. Then Francisco Alvarez came back with a double off the glove of Mickey Moniak. Then Luis Torrens, the man who just freshly signed a new 2-year extension, he came through with an RBI double to extend the Mets lead to 2-0. Soto walked. Bichette then grounded out to move up the runners. Melendez then struck out, but then Mark Vientos came through with a huge 2-run single to put the Mets up 4-0 and to extend their lead to 4-0. And then pretty much after that, and also with Mark Vientos, he got robbed of 2 home runs earlier in the game. The wind and the fact that it was kind of cold in Colorado, it was a factor in why the ball wasn't carrying today. And Vientos, got robbed of 2 home runs. He also got robbed of another hit in the later innings as well. So Mark Vientos, overall, he only had the 1 hit with the 2 RBIs. But overall, when you look at his numbers, or when you look at the expecting batting average of those, when you look at the expected batting average of the balls that he actually hit, he actually was unlucky in this game. So should have had more hits. But the most important thing right now is that the Mets won this ball game. And then, obviously, when you look at the bottom of the 7th, where the Rockies got their 2 runs, Peterson started that inning. He got 2 quick outs on Runfield and Hunter Goodman. Willie Castro then hit a single. Jordan Beck then hit a triple out to center field. Carson Bench ended up tripping over himself. The run would have ended up scoring either way, but Beck would have probably ended up, having a double instead of a triple if Bench didn't trip over himself. And then Kyle Karros came through with a single to cut the lead down to 4-2, but thankfully Pearson was able to escape that inning without giving up any more runs. So like I said, they come out of that inning 4-2. Kimbrel gave us a little bit of a scare in the bottom of the 8th because Mickey Moniak ends up hitting a 1-out triple. Thankfully, though, he ends out striking out Tyler Freeman and TJ Rumfield. Again, the Mets really didn't do anything offensively outside of that 4-run inning in the 6th. But then bottom of the 9th, Devin Williams comes out and he has a quick 1-2-3 inning, gets Hunter Goodman to strike out, gets Willie Castro to fly out, and gets Troy Johnston to strike out to end the ball game. So even then, like I said, when you look at the numbers, 2 for 4 runs in score position. Again, the Mets didn't have a lot of opportunities to score runs, and they only left 1 guy on base. So listen, like I said before, with the Mets, right now it's all about just winning ball games. Like, it doesn't have to be in the most prettiest of fashions. It doesn't matter if it's ugly. With where the Mets are right now, 13-22, 9 games below 500, 12 games back of the division lead. Right now, if we look at the standings and look at the wild card race, let's see if it could just if it could load on my phone. But right now, for the wild card race, they're 7.5 games back right now. So listen, this team right now, they just have to win ball games. Doesn't matter if it looks good, if it doesn't look good, just find a way to win ball games. And today, even though they only had 4 hits, they found a way to have that big 4-run inning in the 6th, and that's all that matters. They got good enough pitching, and they won this ball game. Anyway, guys, going now over to the actual game breakdown. So, like I said, the Mets defeat the Rockies. The Mets defeat the Rockies 4-2. Their record improves to 13-22. The Rockies fall to 14-22. David Pearson gets the win. His record improves to 1-4 with a 6.29 ERA. Sugano gets the loss for the Rockies. His record goes to 2-1 with a 3.41 ERA. Devin Williams gets the save, his 4th save of the year with a 6.55 ERA. Over to the offensive side of things, Soto goes 0-3. He walked in this game, though. Bo Bichette goes 0-4. MJ Melendez 0-3. Tyrone Taylor 0-1. Mark Vientos 1-4. Brett Beatty 0-4. Marcus Semien goes 0-3. Carson Bench goes 1-2. Alvarez 1-3. And then Torrens 1-3. Over to the Rocky side of things, I don't know why the Rockies don't have their numbers updated here, but I have the MLB website pulled up here so I can just read it. Mickey Moniak 2 for 4. Freeman 0-3. TJ Rumfield 0-4. Goodman 0-4. Castro 1-4. Beck goes 1-3. Johnson, who came at the pinch hit, 0-1 as he struck as the last batter. Karros 1-3. Tovar goes 0-3. Brenton Doyle 0-2, and Edouard Julien came in as a pinch hitter. He goes 0-1. Over to the pitching side of things, Brazaban, who started the game for the Mets, he tosses a scoreless inning and only on 11 pitches, so no hits, no strikeouts, no walks either. Austin Warren then came in for 2 innings, 2 scoreless innings as well. He only gave up 1 hit, 3 strikeouts, and 24 pitches. So good outing there for Austin Warren. Got saved of a run by Carson Bench, which we'll talk about more in a second. David Pearson came out of the bullpen for the bulk innings. He pitched 4 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, 0 walks, 6 strikeouts, and 69 pitches. So overall, better from David Pearson. Again, still not where we want him to be, but much better. Craig Kimbrel came in for the 8th inning. He pitched a scoreless inning, only giving up 1 hit and 1 strikeout on 15 pitches. And then Devin Williams came in for the 9th inning to close it out. Again, no hits, no earned runs, no walks, 1 strikeout on 8 pitches. Sugano then got the start for the Rockies today. He pitched 5 1/3 innings, 3 hits, 4 earned runs, 2 walks, 1 strikeout on 61 pitches. Hill then came in for 2/3 of an inning, gave up 1 hit, no earned runs, no walk, 2 strikeouts on 11 pitches. Mejia then came in for 2 innings, no hits, no earned runs, no walks, 5 strikeouts and 23 pitches. And Bernardino came on for the final inning. 0 hits, no earned runs, no walks, 0 strikeouts on 10 pitches. Now, over to the player of the game side. Now, there was multiple guys you really could have gone for player of the game. Obviously, the whole as a pitching staff did really well. Mark Vientos also, again, he got player of the game last time with a strong performance. He also had another strong performance again today. Got robbed of 1 or 2 home runs, but had that clutch 2-run RBI single in the top of the 6th. But I'm going with the guy who not only flashed the glove on the defensive side of the ball game, but also ended up hitting a home run in this game, and that being Carson Bench. Bench, again, was fantastic. Again, he made that incredible diving play in, I believe it was the 3rd inning. Let me just double check for you guys. Yes, it was the 3rd inning. Tyler Freeman hit a long fly ball out to right center field. It looked like if it would have got down, Mickey Moniak would have scored easily, but Carson Bench, again, with back-to-back days of beautiful diving plays, is able to preserve a run. Let me just take a sip of water here. So he made an incredible diving play there to save a run there. And who knows, maybe if the Rockies score there early, maybe the ball game goes entirely different. But again, fantastic diving play by Bench. He's playing really well in the outfield right now. And then again, we head to the top of the 4th. The top of the 6th, where the Mets at that point did not have a run or did not have a hit the entire game. Carson Bench was the only guy who was on base to that point for the Mets with the walk back in the earlier innings. And then Carson Bench steps up to the plate, and I believe it was on the 2nd pitch he sees, cutter right down the middle, takes that ball out to right field, 436 feet into the Rockies bullpen, an exit velocity of 104.6. Put the Mets up 1-0 right there, and then pretty much after that, the Mets did not look back after that because, like I said, Alvarez doubled, Torrens came through with a double, and then eventually a couple batters later, Vientos came through with the 2-run RBI single to extend the Mets lead to 4-0. So, like I said, Bench, he's looked a lot better as of recently, both in the field and in the batter's box. We talked about him in the podcast today on Mets Weekly. If you guys did not see that, make sure you guys check that out. But like I said, we are not worried about Carson Bench. We like his philosophy. We like the way he's taking his ABs. Again, he's making opposing pitchers work. He's getting into long ABs. It was only a matter of time before the process was to translate into results. And again, I know his overall numbers, like the batting average, because he only has a 192 batting average and a 579 OPS. I know those numbers aren't high, but as of recently, he's looking a lot better. And I believe over his last 6 games, he's batting like just under 290. So Bench is looking a lot better. So again, great overall game from Bench. He's looking a lot better. And yeah, deserved player of the game from him. But guys, before we get out of here, let's just go through you guys' comments, see what you guys have to say. This was, I guess, as the final was recorded, Ibby saying 2 in a row. Sand was saying yes. Bill, all right. Robert saying Mets win. Pantrese, thank God as usual, the Doge trying to lose games as much as possible. Maximus saying won a game that featured David Pearson, Kimbrel, and Devin Williams. I will take it. Jeff saying put it in the books. Burnto saying 4 hits is horrible. We'll take it though. And listen, like I said, for where the Mets are right now, doesn't matter how they win these games. They just have to win these games. Obviously, we'll care more about how they're winning these games if they get back into contention. But right now, you just got to win baseball games. Go, what's going on? Saying 40 wins before 40 losses. Hopefully, but they have a long way to go before they reach that feat. Maxwell saying, as soon as the hat showed up, we scored some runs. I'm just saying, maybe the Carson's cap is the way to go. Bill saying later, see you later, Bill. Ken saying don't be sad. The Mets win Carson. 20 for Carson yawning. Ken, you gotta stop being addicted to Carson, man. Just leave him alone. Tony saying great game calling, guys. Have a good night. Let's go Mets. See you, Tony. Have a good night as well. Kristen, what's going on? Saying Knicks are about to start. Yes. 40 wins before 40. I hope so as well. NG saying, do you think earthworms in the ground grow when they see Brett Beatty up the bat? And Jay is saying, don't get me wrong, I really want this team to win. It's just what they've conditioned me to assume the worst this season. Hey, listen, I get it. And Maxwell saying Vientos proving why he isn't Beatty. Jay is saying Vientos is looking like he might be waking up. Hopefully he's hitting the ball hard the last couple of days, so hopefully it translates. And with Coors Field, hopefully he hits home runs. Obviously, we'll see what happens with the next 2 games if they go ahead, but we'll see what happens. And then NG saying, when you're this many games under 500, you don't get the liberty of caring about how they win these games. Once they get above 500, then you could start considering it. Yes, 100%, like I said. But yeah, guys, anyway, I mean, at one point we had about 252 of you guys live watching. So as always, guys, Thank you guys so much for your support. You guys are awesome. Make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell as well. Listen, we all appreciate you guys' support here on Met Central. Carson, Andrew, Frank, Evan, me, we guys all support. And also thank you to Z Corp for the two $9.99 donations as well. We always appreciate the donations. They're not mandatory, but if you do want to donate, we will accept it and we will greatly appreciate them as well. But anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for tuning in for today's watch along and post game coverage. Make sure to subscribe for live episodes of the Mets Weekly Podcast following every single regular season series. If you guys did not check out the last edition of the Mets Weekly Podcast, both Carson and me recorded it and did a live stream before the Rockies game started. We broke down the Mets series win over the Angels, so make sure you guys check that out. For those of you watching on playback and want to join the conversation in the future, make sure to turn on post notifications to not miss when we go live for the next game, which again, it doesn't look like the game will go ahead tomorrow. I don't know if they'll play Wednesday either. If they do, they'll probably play a doubleheader. But somehow magically, if the game is played tomorrow, again, the game is scheduled for 8:40. We would go live 10 minutes earlier, so an 8:30 start. But again, I don't think they will play tomorrow. So, but guys, just keep a lookout for our updates for our notifications, either through YouTube or through X/Twitter. We will always update you guys. Also, make sure to look out through the Mets X account because I'm sure they'll post an update regarding whether the game will go ahead or not. So, like I said, if the game does go ahead, we will be live here for a watch along. If not, we'll see what happens either on Wednesday or if both games get postponed. Obviously, we'll be back here for the Diamondback series, which will start on, I believe, Friday night. So yeah. So like I said, we'll see what happens. But also, guys, make sure to follow Mets Wiki on X, TikTok, follow us individually. The links are all down below in the description. Let's go, Mets, guys, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace out.